I'm gonna quickly go on my stream and see how much my score is. I swear to God, they adjust how difficult this is each fucking time there's an update.
Hello.
I swear to God.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Had to reset fucking Discord.
That's fine. Fuck!
I want to at some point get a dual monitor.
You can.
Or I could just set up my...
Hey, 2 for 1 point.
Maybe if I extend my desk?
Considering the fact how cheap you actually got your monitor, Ruth.
You guys call that cheap?
No, I'm just... Because, I mean, this monitor is kind of big, so if I would have to get one, I would have to get one small one and move my case maybe on the floor, but I don't trust it to be on the floor.
This is the thing. Remember, all monitors can be angled into portrait mode.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't like portrait mode. It confuses the fuck out of me.
So you get used to it, Ruth. Well, literally get used to it.
No, I just don't like it.
Like, once I finally do my thermal paste and clean up my PC and get another monitor, the monitor that I'm using now will turn into portrait mode and move to the side.
Wait, can you guys hear me in game?
Yes.
Double, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh yeah, we're doing proximity.
Yes.
Ow, my fucking ears.
Stop, dude.
Why are you like this?
Can give you 50 reasons.
I was dropped as a child.
No, you were used as a basketball. I'm
you
currently
fucking
using.
dick in a basket. Actually, I wasn't dropped. I just fell.
I wasn't dropped as a child. I was used as a human basketball.
Even when I was a baby, I wanted to die. Huh?
I wasn't dropped as a child. I was used as a human basketball.
No, the way my mom says it, apparently I just yeeted off of the bed. And she got so worried she called the fucking doctor. Like, my child just fell.
My child attempted seppuku.
My child fell. Meanwhile, me, go gaga, bitch.
Why are you like this? Okay, where's Mark?
I'm fine. I need to readjust some of my buttons.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go.
Can anyone go check on stream if everything's been heard, okay? It's been heard, okay?
Okay, all good.
Okay, can you hear for yourself?
What?
Yeah, I did.
No, it's in hear yourself.
Oh. Hello.
Yeah, I did. It's in hear yourself.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh wow, I sound like a fucking baby. That's great.
Because you are a baby.
Oh hi. What you doing in here? I'm gonna eat your ass. Oh hi. Don't mind me. Don't mind us.
Let me just quickly weld this shot, don't mind me.
Join us.
Oh my god, 2 asses.
You wanna eat this
I'm gonna
ass?
have a meal tonight.
Oh yay, this one still got elderberries attached to the ass hairs. Oh god.
What's the code again?
It's in not so general.
394400.
Yes, that.
39400.
Fuck is that?
Yes.
Jake, stop having an orgasm.
The feeling of him getting rimmed.
Hey, wanna do some vandalism?
Yes.
Why are you
Where's
like
the
this?
pink one? I need a pink one. Oh wow, I'm the highest level. What the hell?
Is everyone
You played
in?
this a lot more than us. Wait, I wanted to test something. Can you guys hear me?
What, in game? No.
Can you guys hear me in game?
Yes.
Yeah, you sound like a muffled potato, but yeah.
Can you hear me?
Why? It was bad enough hearing you once. Now I can... No.
Yes.
Okay, is everyone ready?
Yeah, I should be ready as well.
Mark, you legit sound like you're talking from a toaster.
All I hear from your side, Mark, is brrrr on there.
This is what it sounds like.
You legit sound like you're talking through a tin can. Legit, go on the stream, hear for yourself. Listen to your own goddamn...
It sounds like you're talking from inside a closet 5 feet away from the microphone.
Was being buried 30 feet.
6 feet under.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Stop it. Get some help.
How do I use the walkie-talkie?
You press B. It's not gonna work here.
Almadon.
You can eat my ass.
No. What the fuck was that?
Whatever it was, please don't do that.
Fuck, I hate proximity chat so much.
Now, is Mark still on this? Not really, but
I
sure.
have a legit question.
What do you mean not really? Is this better? Yes or no?
No.
You sound extremely far away.
You
You sound like
legit
a
still
potato.
sound like you're on a microphone from the 80s.
Because it was picking up my microphone from my camera for some goddamn reason.
Still sounds like it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I could save. I'll be right back.
You sound like as if you're doing a
Every
Skype
time.
call.
It sounds like Skype in general. Fucking sound caller here.
Who remembers Skype?
Me, I actually still use it. I still have some friends on there that refuse to move to
What
Discord,
are
so...
you doing?
He's trying to sniff your
Go
cunt.
away.
He's trying to get to that veg. That Vegemite.
Is this better, friends?
Nope,
yes.
not better. Still the
Oh,
same.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What do you mean it's still the same?
Still the same.
What do
Oh
you...
my god, you look fucking horrifying.
Wait, how is it still the same? I made sure that it's picking up from my HyperX.
Well, you did something wrong. Restart your game.
Fucking didn't. Okay, I'll restart fucking game.
Or check maybe input and output.
Ruth.
What?
Look at me, Ruth.
You look like you're having a seizure or a heart attack. I'm not
Yes.
sure. Maybe both.
Yes.
Actually, you guys look like you're doing the Michael Jackson zombie dance.
Thriller, thriller night, and we've just been fucking copyright. Fuck!
Please don't copyright us. Dun, 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 dun.
Please do not DMCA me. Although that insinuates I have viewers. Ah, imagine getting my channel DMCA'd when I have one viewer. XDDDDD.
That'd be really pitiful of Twitch, to be honest.
Nah. We'll see.
Jake, stop fucking the cans.
I beg your pardon? Jake, I need you to bend over. Yep, there you go.
I get my camera.
And this is why we don't use proximity chat. Cause it's always a buggy
Squat,
piece
squat.
of shit.
Score.
Why?
Squat.
I am.
I want to see that ass. I want to see that ass shake.
I am not
Twerk,
a sex
twerk,
object.
twerk,
Thank you
twerk,
very much.
twerk.
I do
Yes,
not
you are now
condone.
twerk.
Bitch, I can literally choke you with a finger.
Shut up.
Hello, is this better?
Greetings.
Let me look
Nope,
at those
it's
beautiful
not better.
eyes.
It's worse.
What?
It's
How is
somehow
this worse?
gotten worse.
Can we just flip to Discord for fuck's sakes?
Agreed.
No, because no, this is the thing. I'm not gonna play if it's Discord because, again, with you guys shouting in my ear, I won't be able to hear. 1 second, because I think it's actually something from my mic.
Yes, very nice can.
Is this better?
Nope, still the same.
Can somebody unmute on Discord? Quickly.
I am here.
Do I sound better here?
Yes.
Yes. 1,000 times better.
A million times better.
The fuck Phasmophobia?
Like legit, if you don't believe you sound like shit, go on stream.
I really wish the one thing they add is checking your mic quality.
Stop
second,
it.
because I think I know what it was. I think I know what it was. I think I know what it was.
And somebody did
Da-da-da,
dedicated
two,
toast cam. God damn it, I
four,
gotta get
oh.
up.
Me. I love toast, okay?
I know you don't, give me a sec. How am I gonna set up toast? Oh, fuck.
Is this better, comrades?
No.
No.
No. No. No. No.
No?
No.
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 What is going on with Phasmophobia?
I don't know. Ruth,
What?
you remember this picture?
What picture?
Oh, dear.
This one. Get over here.
I'm coming, I'm coming. Which one?
This one. Bottom
I don't
right.
see what your point. Okay.
Get closer.
Yes, I don't understand what.
Don't you remember that picture?
Not really.
Cabin.
In the woods.
What?
I think these are the pictures I took.
They're different for everyone.
Ah.
Oh yeah, this one. Jake, come look at this one.
What's
They're
this one?
It's a creepy old lady.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, it's a creepy old fucking lady.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, the,
Oh,
the
well.
creepy lady. The creepy lady's right here for me.
Also,
No,
are you
but
happy,
it's
Ruth? I
right
don't
here.
know if you're my only viewer right now.
Yes, very happy.
There
So
is
cute.
dedicated toast cam. He's gonna be under the...
Squish the toast. Squish.
You gotta squish that toast.
I remember when I almost died here.
I
I was
remember.
playing with you.
Hmm?
Your head's
Is
going
this
through the
better?
wall. I was playing with you. We were playing together.
Is
You
this
kept
better,
on
guys?
antagonizing the
Nope,
goddamn
still the
ghost.
same.
No.
Oh, no, the fuck is wrong with Phasmophobia? Fuck it. Just
Can we
please
just,
don't, please don't constantly be talking back and forth, because even when it's fucking trying to talk to the ghost and hearing, for example, Root shouting in the background,
Sorry.
like legit, this is why I want proximity, because at least if I'm not next to you guys, I can actually focus on the fucking ghost.
I mean, you can turn on proximity chat. But we don't have to.
We can talk in game, we just won't be able to hear you. So we can
Yeah,
just
exactly.
mute ourselves on Discord, if need be, and leave you
Yeah.
unmuted.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, that works.
Or that could work. But
Sure.
then you'd just be constantly hearing me trying to talk.
And
Maybe.
That's the point, though. At least we'll hear you decently.
I'll just mute and unmute.
Okay.
What? Why am I unreadied?
Because you were never ready.
Are
Alexa.
you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can hear you.
Ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ready up, Mark.
I was adding my shit.
No.
Why are we doing farmhouse? Thought we were going to do the prison.
Do you really want to do prison
Yes.
instantly without warm up?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm a masochist, we know this.
Tonight. Squish. Squish that toast. Squish. I just realized my bots didn't show that I've gone live. Why? God damn it. I'm streaming for 15 minutes and my bots didn't fucking once ping. I've gone live. What an absolute cunt.
Why is the sensitivity on Phasma amped up to 1000?
Yes.
Maybe I need to put it down?
Yes.
Hello there. Woo woo.
Twitch did say you're live though, Max.
Huh?
My ears.
What did you say, Mark?
Let's testing this out. Is it better here than in lobby?
No, it's
Nope.
horrible.
It's pretty shit. Hey, Pito is there.
To be honest, everyone's is a bit shit.
Not talking from the bottom of a well shit, Mark.
Is it that bad? Jesus Christ.
Go on stream!
Yes, it
See for yourself! Jesus. Alright.
What's this thing?
Which thing?
What's this white thing?
Sound sensor. Sound sensor.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Charles Taylor. Response to people who are alone.
People that are alone.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, that took a while for the fucking thermometer to even load. Yeah. One clean sweep.
What's the name?
Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor. Reminder.
Charles Taylor, gotcha.
Okay, so far let's just...
Did anybody grab the thermometers by any chance?
Yes, I got one in my hand.
How do I put on the walkie-talkie again?
B.
B.
This good?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, remember you have to be alone.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
At the moment we just need
What's
to try
the
and...
name again?
Charles Taylor.
It doesn't work on walkie-talkie.
He asked what the name is, I provided the name.
Right, I asked what the name is.
Just yet.
Charles
We
Taylor.
have to in order to find where the ghost is.
I'm walking around with the thermometer trying to find the cold spot.
Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor.
Jake, stop.
Charles Taylor, are you here?
Guys, I found it. Upstairs, final room. Temperature 1.1 degrees.
All right. Where is it? On top floor?
Top floor, final room.
There's no EMF though.
No, negative degrees, negative. Cold temperatures.
Which room? First room?
No,
Okay, I see,
at the very far end.
I'm here.
-2, -2.
Okay. You guys wanna leave me be in here? I'll talk to the ghost.
Up to you.
Going to the van to get the camera.
Freezing temperatures confirmed.
Yeah, I confirmed those a few minutes ago.
Root, leave the book there on the...
I hear a beep.
Guys, he's in the room with me.
How much?
Is that EMF 5? That
What?
was EMF 5.
Was it EMF
That
5?
was EMF 5.
EMF
That
5,
was EMF
okay.
5. Okay.
Okay, any word on the spirit box?
He just used the spirit box.
Alright, we're done. Get the fuck out of there.
So basically we're done, okay.
Also, I saw the ghost.
Is it a child or an old lady?
It's a big guy with an axe.
Okay, so EMF 5 is wrong.
What do you mean EMF 5 is wrong?
Those three do not generate a ghost.
So, spirit box for sure.
Well,
Then it could have been EMF 4.
One of you come with me. Root, come with me. You're already out.
it's either a wraith, a mirror, or a demon.
So, we need to see. Wraith. So, demon would be ghostwriting. A mirror would be ghost orbs. A wraith would be fingerprints.
Camera set up, we can leave.
You guys still up there?
I'm making my way out. Root, get the fuck out of
Timer's
there.
off, guys.
For me?
Then hurry up, you blonde cunt.
Wait, guys. Stay with me. Stay with me. We need one of the objectives.
Which objective?
Make the ghost walk through salt.
Okay.
And we need to cleanse the area near the ghost using smudge sticks, guys.
Do we really need to do this?
Also, whoever...
Fair do it.
Can you guys
Yes,
turn off your lights
John.
because I cannot see. I'm in the... Wait, who's going down the stairs?
All of us.
Me.
Somebody needs to go back into the room and see if there's ghost orbs.
I set up a camera in there. Oh hi, Sim King. Oh hi, John.
Okay, then let's not see the camera.
Twat. I have a blast from the past. How so?
Also, this is a thing. He was next to the bed.
Ah, so he's
Kinky.
Kinky.
We should all.
Oh, this. No. No, I refuse to watch this on stream. At least not right now. Between matches, sure. Okay, did anybody check for fingerprints yet?
No.
no, we haven't.
Okay, can two of you go check?
I'm gonna go. Who's gonna come with me?
I'll come with you. I need to
the whole. I need to do the whole blah 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 blah.
What, stick?
The blah. The
Stick.
smudge yeah.
Do you know how this much
We
works?
should all direction and hope to God
if
we
I'm guessing-
survive.
We have strength in numbers,
You have to put the
bullshit. We
smudge
have
sticks
strength in
down and then
simulations, and he's
press
dead.
F on them, the lighter on.
Are you happy?
I'm coming with.
No, just leave us two. Just leave us two.
I'll be the guy in the van.
I need to put some shit up.
Good times, indeed. Why was that funny? It was just something random that occurred.
Doing the activity.
You guys are fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Negative on fingerprints.
Any word on the ghostwriting? Why was that funny? For context, that was
Nothing.
basically done during a LAN where we are on extreme losing streak. And we're just 2 days sleep deprived, trying our best not to shoot ourselves, and that just occurred. That's a no-go with regards to ghost orbs.
Yeah, and we're all in here as well, so... So... What else is there?
Not sure.
Fingerprints is a no-go. Also,
Right,
Jake, you
maybe
use all the
right
salt
under.
here.
My footsteps, weakness rate is toxic
grab more
reaction to
salt.
salt, fingerprints, freezing temperatures, and we know for a fact that there isn't
Only had the
any
one thing.
rate. Mare, orbs. Wraith, Mare, or Demon. Demon is writing. Hey, no yawning now. It's contagious. Sorry. To be fair,
Brother.
it's like 20 minutes to midnight here. So... Well, that was quick.
Seriously?
So,
The
What?
thing that didn't get crossed out.
Yeah, because it didn't cross the salt.
No, for the smudge stick.
It has
but
to
he
be
wasn't there.
It has to be when it's attacking. You have to
You
be
said
really
he
quick.
was there. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
What?
Leave it to me.
Alright, see ya, Jake.
No, fuck all of you. Come with me.
No.
I'll come with you.
You're a
Yes.
demon, so...
What
You
else
do
do I
re-
need to bring?
Wait, guys, you do realize you need to be alone, right?
No, that's also the right
Clearly.
room.
Yes, you
Also,
do.
our sanity is dropping really fast.
He likes people alone, guys.
Guys, the smudge sticks only work when he's
That's only for
attacking.
the spirit box.
Guys. The smudge sticks need to only be used when he's attacking.
Well, fuck.
They don't work before. So keep that in mind. It has to be when they're attacking. When you see it, light it. Okay?
We're kind of in Phasmophobia.
Who
I
joined?
know. I'm watching.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to do this so you get out of... join us after.
Alright.
There you go.
Get a crucifix.
Gotcha.
Umpa-lumpa-doo-be-dee-doo. Y'all coming or what? No, it just has to be in the right room, not when it's a... What? Okay, the smudge sticks work that you have to be in the right room, not when it's attacking, apparently. I was wrong or read that wrong. We might have the wrong room. Logic. I don't fucking know.
Okay, guys.
Freezing temperatures in there.
Activity's at 0. You guys are fine.
Fell here. Is that the
Yeah, it's in this room for sure.
Let me try this.
There's freezing temperatures in here, though.
Alright, nothing on my dude.
He said when he's attacked.
That's the fun,
The
thank you.
ghost likes it when you guys are alone, not all in the same room.
Is the objective crossed off now?
No.
Max said only when it's attacking Jake.
It can be when and when it's not attacking. I read the message wrong.
It's not crossed off. Try it. No, it's that's the room, Ruth. That's the room. Try calling out its name. Try calling out its name.
What's his name again?
Charles Taylor.
Charles.
Can I steal this fucking shovel?
The tank. Come on.
Why are you all
Is
up
somebody
here?
in the room?
Why the fuck are you all here? Go to the fucking room. You have to. Oh, fucking.
You need to be alone.
I'll do it. Move the fuck out of the way, you fucking bimbo.
I'm sorry.
Charles Taylor, are you here?
Guys, not everyone in the room.
Charles Taylor.
There you go.
Why did you close the door, you cunt? Charles Taylor, are you here? Charles Taylor.
Rude, I'm outside.
What? Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Charles Taylor, are you here?
Was it Ruth in the room?
No, it was me, and nothing happened. Just temperature went down to like -20 and that's about it.
Okay.
Confused noises.
Same.
Confused noises.
Ah! Fuck.
And the activity is extremely low.
Yeah.
I even checked in the other rooms to make sure that the cold temperature.
Is our sanity so low?
Because we were in there alone.
Yeah, I'll be back, please.
Alright.
So we need either fingerprints, which there was none.
Wait, Matt, who's calling in?
I am.
I'm coming with to place another video camera.
Okay.
Ruth, could you get that the fuck out of my face, please? Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We can see Mark shit himself. Come here. Wait. Go. This is candid camera. There actually isn't a ghost. It's all a prank.
Could you please not talk to Ruth about candid camera?
No.
Why?
Wait, how can he hear me from the van? From there?
I don't know. I just can't hear you.
You're an asshole.
Magic.
Magic. What the hell is this? What isn't loading?
Jesus Christ, scared me, Jake.
Yes, puppy boy.
Okay, Jake, leave me alone for a second.
If it gets locked in there, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Press V.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just reminding you, there is a very clear distinction.
He's a very stupid.
Oh, hush. Why is he leaving the room with a crucifix?
I have no idea. And then you hear Jake.
Alright, so his activity went up to 2.
Guys, who put the crucifix in there?
I think I did ages ago.
He wasn't spawning because of the crucifix.
Since when does a crucifix stop him from spawning?
It happens. It fucks with his spawning.
XD. Alright.
It always has.
Ha ha ha, if only it worked like that, yeah.
Okay, activity is at 6.
See?
1 down to 3.
Once yeah, because there's nobody in there.
4.
Once I moved the crucifix, we started getting more activity.
Also, Jake, take some pills.
Pills here. It only stops the ghost from spawning if it's a banshee.
Cocaine!
Okay, we already know what it is apparently. It only stops the
What is
ghost
it?
from spawning
How?
specifically if it's a banshee.
That's the thing. We
It's
don't have
not
the
even
shit for
listed though as a
banshee.
banshee.
Exactly.
It could be a wraith.
Because so
Wraiths
far
are
we
usually
found
tracked by
freezing.
footsteps, so it
So
could
far
be a
we have
wraith.
freezing and spirit box, which is either the following. We have wraith, mare, or demon, which means it can't be a banshee. What the fuck? The fuck is this tomfuckery? Squish the toast!
I'm gonna go in again with the UV light.
Okay,
I
fine.
honestly think it's a wraith.
Try moving the book.
The book is in camera view. It's fine.
No, I said put it outside the door.
Why?
It's inside of the room though, Jack.
I don't know, we ain't finding it.
Not
Here.
yet discovered. Can
It
be a
is in the room,
banshee
though.
though. I'm not sure.
It's that room.
Wait, I'm coming with you. Why do I have a feeling that the game just fucked itself
Over.
Was the crucifix was there? Yes.
perhaps?
You say that like I'm not playing a person renowned for breaking fucking games.
Fair.
Activity report.
Yes.
Activity report.
Yes. It's at 2. You're fine. You're still at 1.
Hey,
Fingerprints.
Alright, fingerprints finally loaded. Let's get a move on. It's a wraith.
I told you guys it's a race.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You had a 1 in 3 chance.
You got lucky.
Never listens to me.
You got lucky, Ruth.
Let us trust our pelvises together. Yes.
When I read through the descriptions of the spirits,
Could
No,
you
but
not?
one of our tasks was to get the cross salt.
Well, that ain't fucking
Which
happening.
it didn't.
rays don't have footsteps, so it won't cross.
You all ready to go? Good, let's go.
Obviously won't pass the results. I know this game for fuck's sake.
Jake, can you stop having autism for 5 seconds? Jesus Christ. Really?
Samsk.
Literally paid for gas. Cool.
Samsk.
Concept. I'm sorry to hear that.
Fuck are you doing?
Samsk.
What the hell, Jake?
Farmhouse, Street House Asylum. Sure. Boop. Jake, can you not have autism for 5 minutes so you don't yell into a microphone? Is that an option? I swear to
Oh,
God,
boy.
Jake. Or Aqua is redeemed hydrate. Sure. Can you just not have autism for 5 minutes so I don't have to hear my earbuds commit suicide?
It's
No.
impossible.
Mandy, do try to get some CBD, please. Thank
Also,
you.
Mandy in the chat.
I saw.
Ready up, you little shit.
Root, just you. Also, for this one, buy as much shit as you need. This is an asylum run. I do it because I love you.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
Excuse me,
baby.
what?
Yes, now let's go. Start it before she got ready.
Yes! Now we play the waiting game.
Oh no.
Tomorrow I may be streaming, I'm not sure. More than likely I will be. I'll be a bit late, but I get to flaunt something on stream. Tomorrow I'll be picking up my official graduation from my previous course. Woo. I'm gonna be going out with Mandy and 2 other friends. So if I'm a tiny bit late, and I am sorry. Thank you. They finally... Sadly, we're not gonna have a ceremony, so yay, fuck me, I guess. Which is semi-disappointing. I'm not one for ceremonies, but I would have still liked to have the actual, you know, getting to wear the bullshit caps, throw them in the air, that kind of crap, like... It's a bit of a shame. Alright, once this loads, I'm gonna take a quick piss.
Whose bald head is this?
That would be Max's. Why do you guys load in so slow?
That's what I'm questioning. It took so long.
Like, I've been waiting for a good minute.
Yet you're the one with the shitty laptop.
Exactly my point.
Okay, can you guys repeat what you said? Because I just loaded in. Hi.
I hate this so much.
All I can hear is root. Oh no.
I had to take a piss.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Bro. Kenneth Jackson.
I hate this so much.
Oh, you're the one.
Sure, fucking butter up, buttercup, you little shit. You're the one that wanted to do the prison. The prison's harder than this one.
I didn't want to do it!
Uh-huh. Bring up the chat logs!
Okay, so
No.
here's our shut up. Here's our objectives: photo of ghost. Shut up. Of sink and to walk through the soil.
Kenneth Jackson, everyone. Let's go.
How dare you tell me to shut up?
Shut
stick
up
together, guys.
and dance with me. Ooh, woo, woo, woo.
Ah, my ears.
Only you had a veteran on your team,
There's an
lol,
echo.
yeah.
Echo.
I wanna eat ass.
Why do I not have a flashlight?
Cause you're autistic. Well, nice to have you with us, Sim King, but sadly, that isn't an option. But
Bye, root.
If you'll wait.
Shut up.
You're walking into
Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm right ahead of you.
Samuel L. Jackson.
It's not Samuel L.
I
Jackson.
disconnected.
Really? Oh, for the
Oh,
love
no.
of fuck.
God damn it.
Hello?
Can you read? Oh, fuck.
We can still hear you in the game, Ruth.
I disconnected completely. I'm not in the game.
Can you try to rejoin?
Oh,
She's on Discord, I think.
Yeah, she is.
yeah.
Ruth, can you attempt to rejoin?
No, it's not working. Can we not do asylum? Because I think it completely just fucked up my fucking...
No, it's not Asylum, Ruth. You just don't like Asylum.
No, literally, I disconnected when I was in there. Like, I saw you walking to a bed, for fuck's sakes.
That's just your internet.
Could be.
So what we're gonna do?
Fucking freezing.
You can figure this out with one person short.
It's a lot more difficult with one person short, even if the said person is semi-incompetent.
Yeah.
That being said, in here dropped temperatures.
Where?
When
Upstairs,
Jake
downstairs. Oh, okay.
Upstairs.
Also, Ruth, I said that because I love you, but sometimes you can really enforce the stereotype of gamer women. Ruth,
What did I do?
Like
sometimes
6,
you
5,
just
5.
manage to just really shit the bed.
What?
Okay, where is it exactly? I see you guys.
In that room that he just came
Okay.
out.
There are moments where you do the dumbest blonde shit. And this isn't me picking on you, I am actually telling you something which has
Yes,
occurred.
it is. You always pick on me.
I'm the least person that picks on you.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Compared to?
Kenneth Jackson, are you here?
That answers that question.
Nobody has a spirit box on them, do they?
Nope, I have the beep beep.
Beep beep.
It
Put
has to
another
be.
beep beep right there.
It has to be in here because it's going below 5.
Not entirely.
Ruth, legitimately, I'm the least person that picks on you here.
No, actually, I think you're the most one.
How?
Excluding Mark.
Okay, so you're removing like what? 50% of the people? Oh wait. Because Jake doesn't count, he's meant to pick on you.
Exactly.
And I'm just a dick.
Yes.
So it's expected.
Yeah.
See? So I am the least that picks on you. Fuck off. Okay, tell me how I pick on you. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Hold up, I need to get my list.
Alright, I'm waiting. Let's see
But I
your
found
list
where
and it's
Root
full of
despawned.
shit.
I see where Root despawned.
Is it just a corpse?
No, her stuff's just on the floor.
Eh.
I'm lost.
Same.
You're right behind me, Jake. We're right at the exit. Am I the only one that knows my way around here?
Yes.
Practically so.
I mean, I'm
Also,
sorry,
can
you're
s-
the only one that's used to being in an asylum, I guess.
I mean, since you guys are just talking here, can someone just tell Jake to come
Jake,
back?
unmute, get on disc. Ruth, I'm
Also,
still waiting for that list.
Yes.
Also, guys, this is actually going to be the last Phasmophobia game. I'm just going to go back to MC.
Can we play something else? Is there like another game we can play?
I mean, we can play MC if you weren't being a little shit and not wanting to install Forge.
And
Because what's
guys,
the point?
Guys, we have tiny problem. The cameras don't work.
What? Why?
What do you mean?
I think when Root was connected, the game broke.
Oh no.
Oh, for the love of fuck.
I mean, try and change them yourself, but I can't.
Move.
Okay, but while you guys are doing the shit, what do I need to download, Max?
CurseForge.
CurseForge, yeah, thank you. Yeah, the game's fucked. We legitimately can't do anything. This is tragic.
Leave.
Yeah, we're done
CurseForge.com?
here. We're done here. Yes,
Yep.
CurseForge.com. This is so fucking sad, man.
Be
Which
right
one
back.
exactly? Just Minecraft?
Yes.
Yes.
RL Minecraft Sky Factory 4. What the fuck?
Ignore all of that. We're going to be playing insert name of the one we're playing here. Direwolf 20.
Can you just send me the link? Direct link.
Sweet summer child. I could, yeah, I might as well. It's a shame, but yeah, the game's being fucky yet again, and yeah. What else is new? Might as well.
Another
Ursa.
game successfully broken.
Woo, sponsored by Rexar. What's this about me managing to break yet another
You have a gift, Max.
a gift which keeps on giving?
I mean, hey, it's good to find bugs. I mean, if you were to become, for example, like a game tester, you'd be awesome at it.
Yeah, insinuating and nobody wants to fucking pay me for something I'll actually remotely enjoy. And not pay me in peanuts. Because that's the worst part. They're so underpaid. It's one of the reasons I don't become one. Because I was
I mean,
tempting
what
to
about
begin.
part-time?
Even part-time. They literally pay you like $1 an hour.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's bad. Oh, we're paying you an exposure and the idea that you're getting to test our game for us and you're being able to then streamline it at a later point. No, you're exploiting people who just want to try and get their foothold in the fucking gaming community. Piss off, you cunts.
I hate that word.
Exposure.
I legit just fucking hate that word.
Also, Sim King, do you like this angle camera-wise? What do you think? What do you guys think in general? What do you guys think of the camera?
Like it.
I mean, right now I look like one of those anime characters that just has the nose at the bridge of his nose is just gonna go, oh yeah, Lucha, nada's gonna you. Just because of the fucking reflection from the monitors. What? Managed to
No, I
make
just
Kate
saw-
smile.
No, I just saw you do the actual thing, pushing up the glasses on fucking stream.
Lucha, nada's gonna you.
お前はもう死んでる。
Nani?
Okay. お前はもう死んでる。
How to trigger anyone that likes anime? Big brother. I don't know, man. Looks fine, I guess. Well,
Big brother Ed.
Lollyporn. Lollyporn.
What a pe-
Lollyporn.
1
Why
penny
are you
to a
like
penny.
this?
He's like this because the world made him like this.
Also, link
Link for what?
the
The
thingy
mod
for.
pack.
Did you download CurseForge?
Do we need
No.
a specific link for it?
No, you just download CurseForge.
Well, I don't know.
We told you this so many times, Root. Ah!
BRB.
Ranja. Lollipop. 1 penny to a penny. Alright, there it is. My brain hurts from the response, haha. What? Which response? Which one specifically? Do I need a specific? Yeah. I don't feel it. Yeah. I don't know what you mean. Not at all.
Why does everyone hate me?
Guys, remember when I said you had blonde moments? This was an example.
I get it. I am unloved.
Bitch, I will fucking cock slam you.
I am unloved.
Alright. Let me just call a cab real quick. Remind me your address. You just literally hear a bump at the door, and then there's me bardically thrusting into your doorway. Canadian senpai still loves you, Root, no matter how blonde you get. She's already platinum blonde at this rate.
Yay, Canadian senpai loves me.
Don't encourage her, Sim King.
Yay!
She needs to learn.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know that hole you were digging? Yeah. Just keep digging, yeah. Just keep digging, just keep digging.
I need money. Need easy money.
You want easy money? Fucking attempt to begin streaming with your tits out, essentially.
Oh, I'm planning to.
I sadly know this.
To be fair, I'll only stream if I'm playing with you guys.
May not help you set up, like I said before. Like, I genuinely can't see you as a streamer, just specifically not a titty streamer.
Yeah.
Titties.
To be fair, I joke around about that a lot, but I'll just probably end up streaming in my pajamas.
That's fine, I mean...
with a hoodie, and that's it.
You realize that I don't have PJs, like technically everything I own are PJs, because I sleep in everything. You'll help her set up, wink wink, nudge nudge. Ah, god damn it, Sim King.
Did you not know Max streams without pants?
I am permanently naked from the waist down. I have a raging erection at all times.
He just gets up and plops his dick on the table.
Y'all wanna go, motherfuckers?
For you see, my table does not have legs. It's held up by my erect cock.
At all times.
The entire desk is just underneath the desk. Is just one giant cock just going around keeping the desk up.
Yep.
And that, my friend, is why I drink Gamer Girl pee.
Oh my god.
We'll print the containers for you.
Gamer Girl toilet water?
Yes.
I mean, they sell bathwater, so...
I know.
At this rate, anything can be fucking sold. Ah, yes, fucking used tampons. Fuck it.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, my shit nuggets.
Ah, yes, my 10-year-old elderberries.
Oh yes, my yeast infection.
You guys are gonna make me throw up. Fuck.
Yep.
I'm legit just crouched over my desk, almost gonna vomit on the floor.
Alright. Stay classy, you filthy piece of shit.
Hey, that's why I have the pinky up.
Launching CurseForge.
You know what they call it, CurseForge? Because we curse every time we try and load up a mod.
Yep. The fuck was that sound?
Uninstall a shit ton of games.
Me being constipated, that was the sound.
Alright. You do you, fam. One day this will load. Today is not that day. I pray for the day where you can actually load a mod pack and it's semi-instantaneous.
Hey, even supercomputers have their limits.
Yep, there we go.
Except for Google.
And it's Minecraft.
That's fine. There we go.
Finishing up.
There we go. Just wanted to quickly do that. Take that down with me into the mines. Do I need to repair everything? Nope. Just gonna quickly deposit my shit. Ready to go. Where the fuck's my hole?
I am back.
Welcome back. Where the fuck is my mine hole?
What do you mean?
Oh, I went in the wrong way. I got disorientated.
When aren't you disorientated, Max?
When I'm not.
Also, did Ruth manage to download it or not?
She's doing it at the moment.
I'm just uninstalling a shit ton of games for a second. Hopefully by tomorrow I won't need to use my laptop.
Don't complain. If you want to actually play with us, Ruth, you have to.
Huh?
If you
Just
want
be
to play with us, you have to.
Just be grateful you can actually play. Man, they can't even fucking load anything on her laptop and she feels like shit over it. The only thing she can play is
hopefully
with
by
Among Us.
tomorrow I'll have my PC working.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, if everything goes well. If not, I'm actually gonna go jump off a cliff.
If you fucking do, I swear to God, I will raise you from the dead and fuck your corpse.
Okay. How do I find the thingy?
Okay, there's a search bar under instances.
Hold up, Simking, why don't you join us?
What do I have to type?
You're going to type, what's the name of this pack?
Direwolf
20.
1.
But she has to download the specific one, which is FTB presents Direwolf 20.
Which is the first one that shows up regardless.
Not the second one.
Yes. No. First.
Wait, 1.12 or?
No. 1.12. FTB presents Direwolf 20.
1.12.
Okay. Feed the beast.
Indeed.
Hello.
Senpai is about to launch Valhalla, otherwise he would join. Oh, that's it. Hope you enjoy it. I mean, I'm trying to squeeze in some Minecraft hours before I either have to work on thesis, although I'm gonna still try to be streaming as much as I can. But also there is the whole Cyberpunk coming out in a few days. Yes.
Hopefully it doesn't get fucking
delayed.
Yeah.
If it gets delayed, I'm gonna be so fucking depressed, I swear to God.
Yeah, but Simking, if you want, on Discord there's the IP. You can just join it whenever.
Yep. I still remember the first, like, OG donation I got on this channel was when I was actually streaming MC. And it was because I was showing how you add RAM to Twitch. And there was a random guy in the chat who asked, like, hey, could you do that again? Runacast contribute.
Hehe.
Fuck you. Could have used those points for other things. Could have used them to make me hydrate. Could have literally used them to just do anything else.
It's there for a reason.
What
Alright,
can I-
got you covered, Max.
You could have
You
done
were
that.
saying.
Alright, do I even have a cold one left? Is the real question.
Should I gave
just-
you like
just-
what, 4?
You
Or
gave
just
me
chug
3
a bottle of
cans.
water.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
gave
not
you
gonna do that.
4, 2 white, 2 red.
Yes, one white which I drank that day on stream, another white which I had previously taken on stream, and a red one which is the last one I have left. So there were a total of 3 after the OG stream. And also the red ones, by the way, do contain carbs. They're not sugar free.
They're supposed to be sugar free.
They are not sugar free. They have 45 grams per can.
45 grams is nothing.
Squeeze the toast. 45 grams. You know how much the white ones have?
12?
Less.
I highly doubt it because again they can't make it taste good without the carbs,
Stevia.
which is bad for you.
Squeeze. Give him love. He already gets a lot of love. Whew.
I'm getting tired. Jake,
Yes.
I'm getting tired.
No.
Okay.
It worked.
That's code for let us go on call so we can frape.
We get it, you're horny.
No, it's not that. Jake understands. I hope he got it anyway.
I
I'm confused.
did.
Okay.
I'm very confused.
Another place to be to try things.
Okay.
Is this a village I see?
Yes, there's a village close by.
Oh, Jesus.
Burp.
Borp.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna head off.
Okay.
Night, everyone.
You sure you're not gonna do as usual?
I'll try not to.
Did you eat
Alright.
today, Root?
I ate 2 cans of tuna.
Okay.
Okay. That's actually really
That's
good.
That's
These
it.
2 ate. Wanted to check. Boy.
Yeah, I
Boy.
ate them at like 12.
So you ate something at least.
Yeah.
Night.
99.
Night.
Good night. Where's the bat? Where's the bat?
Alright, so far so good. Welcome back, Mike.
Thank you.
God damn it, Jake.
I am monk.
Yeah, don't know how you're doing the monk thing, Jake.
I think I kind of figured it out. Not sure exactly.
Okay. Can one of you sleep?
I'm in a cave.
Okay, so I'll
Give me
take
a
those
second.
now.
I'm fighting a zombie off.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
talking.
Hmm?
Wait, what the? Why can't bats fly?
They can just hop.
That's weird.
Indeed. Okay. I'll just deposit this. I guess tonight's gonna be a bit of a slow stream with regards to what the fuck I'm doing, because I'm actually quite tired.
Well,
Even with the monster. The monster didn't settle right.
oh boy.
Oh no.
That shit actually semi... What the fuck? That feels weird. So how's everyone in chat doing?
Huh?
How's everyone in chat doing?
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Not responding.
Oh no! Fuck. Thank God we switched off mob destruction. Jesus. Do we have wool? Yeah, we do. Okay.
Yeah, we have a bunch.
Okay. Good, good. Alright, that's good to hear something. Jesus.
What did I get shit marks?
No, it's not that, because bees almost one-shot me.
Oh.
Bees.
There's definitely no way we can afford this. Actually, do we have the tin?
The what?
To make a smoker.
Huh?
Because as I said the one before like stream, I want to focus on bees. There we go. You need the roost mod installed. Sadly, this isn't a custom pack. I say sadly. It is a good pack. It has a lot of like interesting mods. Most of which I've already had the liberty of knowing. But I don't know if there are any which I actually don't know. Like, there's blood magic, which I haven't really fucked with all that well. Tomcraft, which you don't really find in a lot of mod packs, sadly. It's a very good mod, though. I generally love it. What is this? RF tools, yeah, I've used this before. PAMs, again, it's normal. Growthcraft? Does this have Growthcraft? This does not have Growthcraft. Advanced generators. Me. Binny core. I guess we can just... Yep, this is literally just to make alcohol. Yep.
Oh,
Got it. Yeah, you alcoholic shit. Bees. Magical bees. Forestry. Extra trees. What is there in there? Bennies. Block. What the fuck? Block raftery. Oh, this is just carpentry. This is literally carpentry, but with a different name. Okay. Blood magic, which I mentioned before. Botania's in this, which again I don't really play a lot of with Botania. Might try that. I know there's astral sorcery? Question mark.
There is.
There is astral, right? Yeah, like I like it. We'll definitely want to give that a try. It does not have Ars Magica, which I eventually want to try as well, because it's a records to again. What records do we get? True. What else? Ender IO, I fucked with. Environmental attack, I've actually semi-fucked with this one. Extra utilities, we all know it. The fuck's an exchanger?
Oh, it's Direwolf's mod. Direwolf went and made it himself.
Okay.
Are you talking about the one from Thermal?
No, there's one literally called Exchangers. There's a mod called Exchangers.
If you're talking about exchanger gadgets,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's Direwolf's.
The fuck is it?
It's an exchanger. There's an exchanger gadget, a destruction gadget. Basically, it exchanges blocks for you.
Cool. Okay.
So basically, you could replace, I don't know, dirt with cobble.
Okay. To make impregnated shit, you need to make a carpenter. To make a carpenter, you need a sturdy casing. Which requires bronze. Bronze requires this, which requires that. I'm just trying to see what I haven't fucked with in this mod. Gendistry. I've never really done this. Immersive I've done. Industrious Craft, it just screams tech it to me. Like OG tech it. Oh, the fucking tree tap. Christ. Gendistry is fun. I'll give it a try, like everything in due time. Pams, and now we're back to where we started. Like, as of this point, right now, I just really want to see what I can do with bees. Bees are a very interesting thing to me in most my MC games. I've only technically used them once before, and I just made an auto bee farm, which was interesting. G-Industry is mostly bees. Okay. Like, what do you do with it? Is it just to kind of like splice the genes of bees?
Yes.
Please don't die to the bees. Oh god, I'm on half a heart.
That is actually what you do.
What? You actually got to fuck with their genes?
Yes.
Why?
'Cause why not?
True. Okay, so I have some bronze, not a lot of bronze. And I think I have like a shit ton of copper, but not a lot of tin. 17, put that there. Okay, I'm gonna count the bees as technically part of food.
Eats bees.
Oh!
Get tongue on the tongue.
Yes.
Greetings.
Hello. How's there so much grass? Jesus. We get it. You cut trees.
How did you do that, Jake, by the way?
Let me explain to you, Max, what this does.
You cut wood.
Look at me.
Ow. Why?
Cause yes.
How the hell are you even doing that? Just literally by cutting wood?
Oh no, and there's a specific not quest line, like advancements, and it gives you a bunch of buffs.
How are you doing that? How are you picking your advancements?
Just press L, and there's monk shit.
Oh, Way of the Spirit Fist. That thing that we were seeing.
Yes.
How do you meditate? Because that's what I have next.
Oh, just look at the sunset,
No, Jesus.
which is now. How do I open my map?
Sure. There. For now, that's gonna be our farm because I can't be asked to do a decent job.
The only problem is which way is it going to be raising? West, I believe.
Sunrise or sunset? It
Yeah.
can be both. Yeah,
You need to look at it.
It's the sunset now.
Yes, it's west, no?
I think.
I need to get up high.
Do it fast.
Okay, and that's the end of that.
Did I find a magical forest?
Possibly.
No, it's called a wetland. What the fuck? Oh.
Me wanting to do a dirty joke, also me don't.
Also, you do it.
Okay, don't think I was high enough to see it properly.
Then wait for the sunrise.
Or just do this slash.
Wow, you cheaty fuck.
I mean, Max can jump on this as well if he wants.
I still have to even begin cutting wood.
I thought you had it, Max.
I apparently don't. I have it like at level 1, that's it.
Yeah, that's what's Mark's doing this level 2.
Yep.
Whatever.
Huh?
Exactly what I'm doing is I'm level 2. Sunset or sunrise?
Sunrise or sunset, both count.
It's fine, not important.
Too dark.
Yep. Right. Yep. There we go.
That's the sunrise.
So do I just have to look at it?
Yes.
Cool.
Literally. That's all you do.
Alright.
For how long?
Until that
There you go.
long.
I haven't gotten it yet, the fuck?
Just keep looking at the sun.
They got me chasing the sun.
I think set it to the same time again.
I may have not just whatchamacallit, not even been
press
level
L.
1.
Press L.
Yes,
press L.
yes. The break 10 wood logs is marked as gold.
Is there level 2? Is there level 2 and 3?
Yes.
Oh, then you did it.
Swim until your lungs nearly burst.
That's level 3. You need to do level 2 first.
Wait. Max?
Yes.
Get ready. Get ready to look at the sun.
Okay.
That's midnight.
Do I have to be at a high point?
Probably.
Kinda.
Shit. Okay.
Build,
I'm just
build up,
gonna.
build up, build up.
I'm gonna
With dirt. Build up with dirt.
I'm just looking for an ocean at the moment.
Okay, do it. Squeeze.
Did I overshoot?
Yep.
There
Okay.
you go.
Go again.
Hi.
Hey, potato.
Greetings.
Hey, baby.
Now that I'm warmed up, I'm gonna cook food. I'm starving. It's also fucking freezing here.
Oh, so you're looking at the moon rising, not the sunset, Max.
Yeah, because it's nighttime.
No, you're supposed to see the sunset, not the moon rising. You
What
need
are you
to look at
talking
the other
about?
way.
You'll understand when if you get on.
Okay.
You in Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I looked at the sunset. Nothing occurred.
So, okay, give me a second.
God fucking.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever had to do with a fucking mod.
Look behind you, look behind you, look behind you, look behind you.
Oh my
There.
god, it's so
Now
cold.
look at the sun. What?
I'm
Oh?
turning on the hot water so I can wash this dish so I can cook food. Because my sister used a lot of dishes.
Oh.
And it was cold at first, and it's already really cold here, and it's raining, and my hip is not happy.
Wait. You shitting me?
What?
Eh?
Let's just say I'm the equivalent of Jesus now.
Oh?
Did you walk on water?
Yes.
Did you turn water to wine?
Sadly, no.
Why is everyone else an alcoholic in this group besides me?
Because you can't drink legally yet.
I wouldn't be an alcoholic anyways. I'm not a huge fan of the taste of alcohol.
That's what we all said.
No, like I have actually drank enough. I had to have so much fucking extra shit in it.
Beth, now your mic's muted.
I know, bro. I'm appreciating the content.
Oh
man.
hey!
Here. Stop now.
Hello, long
What's
time no
this?
see. Yesterday was a real special day, bro. It was D-Day.
D-Day?
It was the biggest day, yeah. I turned 24.
Congrats.
Hey, congrats, bro.
Respect. I did it. By did it, I
Am
mean
I still the
nothing. I
baby
still
of the
learned.
group? Is there anyone younger than me?
How old are you? What is thy
I'm
what is
20.
thine age?
Root?
What is thy
No,
age?
Root?
Ruth's 20.
Root's
Root's
fine.
Same
20.
age. We're both babies.
Use baby.
Even I'm 20.
Boom.
Max.
Yo.
Wee.
The fuck is that bullshit?
It's what you get when you level up.
Is
That's
this
some
D&D
bullshit.
Minecraft?
Sure.
Cut the animal
Are you
first.
playing Animu?
Right click.
Are you playing the latest game, Genshin Impact?
Hey.
Look.
Bye.
I stopped playing PC games almost
Nice
entirely.
fast.
That's fine.
I moved to D&D full
Ow.
time.
How so?
I got bored of PC games. I don't know. I don't find it thrilling anymore. D&D is just like
Honestly,
at least
you only dealt 2 hearts of damage to me.
there are no
Wait,
games
I
I can
can just do this.
You
catch
cut.
my attention, or more like there's not that much social interaction compared to D&D. So I really enjoyed the whole kind of like interesting facts behind it. So I started DMing my own shit because I can't find more games. So I got so frustrated I started DMing instead.
Alright, to answer the question, why am I breaking stone with my hand just for the monk level?
And fuck you. Really?
Alright, boss.
Stop.
1 second.
I said
What
boss.
have... 1 second, babe. What have you learned, babe?
Oh, come on, it was fair.
Pet
You
20
killed me.
animals.
Boss.
1 second, baby. I'm coming. Give me a second.
Oh, are you now?
Why are there 6 different fucking tombstones here? Chill! Maria Madonna!
I don't think anyone heard what I just said, but okay.
Oh, don't worry, I heard you.
Thank you.
I heard you, I just refuse to acknowledge your baby side.
Very true.
It's not baby. What do you mean?
Okay, your bratty side.
It's
Not
not
even bratty,
that
Max.
either. Are you
It's
kidding me?
her.
I'm never a brat.
Okay, I must go and find animals to pet. Yes. That is the
noble monk,
monkin way.
The monk and boy, yeah. That feels more like a druid thing though, petting
Kind
animals.
of,
to
yeah.
level up.
I'm just gonna use this as an excuse to also get more bees.
I don't think
But
bees
the-
count, Max.
No, I have a scoop, I just want bees.
So are you in the big bee business?
Are you gonna be okay?
Nah, I wasn't trying. I was more asking why do you need bees?
Stop.
I can't believe this. Why would you tell me to stop?
Because you're giving me an aneurysm.
Fine, I'll behave.
How about you? I'm not gonna finish that.
Please.
What did I
stop.
start? Why did I start? I regret everything.
I could have not streamed tonight. I could have just had a wank. Nope. Said I'm here.
Why?
A 4-hour one, damn bro. That's 1.5 hour. That's working on it.
Why am I in such a giggly mood? I don't understand.
Because you're happy.
Wait, do I have to pet 20 different animals?
Yeah, it's 20 different animals.
Yes.
By
Oh
the way.
my
It's not the same
God.
animal. What did you thought? Do you think you can cheese it?
Yep.
Nope.
Why are you playing with your own clump of fur?
Because it's PG.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
I need the nighttime.
Give us a second, Jake.
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing you like
I don't
having to
think you
pet
the
20
elephant.
animals and just like, yes, I'll go find a dangerous one, pet you really quick and run away.
Yes.
Live for the thrill, right?
Is that horse in water or is it like tar?
Oil.
Oh, how is it not that?
Because it's only 1 foot deep.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Oh, it's constant sprinting. Oh, shit.
Hey, Mark.
Yo.
Fuck you, because I don't know how to remove the waypoints.
Control B remove. Okay, that's fucking over.
Now you gotta sprint for
Sprint,
2000
oh
gold.
my god.
What are you doing in it?
We're becoming monks.
Wait, you just have to press shift and
This
run?
sounds painful.
No, control and wrong.
Oh, sorry, I shut my shift because I can't. I have to cheat you.
The fuck is that sound?
I don't know.
I
Oh,
think something
treats.
in a container.
It's me. I'm breaking up rice in a container because it's easier to do it this way than using a spoon or something.
Wait, you have to run for
after-
200.
Yeah.
After rice
Jumping
is
on the
cooked,
walls.
when you put it in the
No,
fridge,
don't
it all
jump.
comes.
Don't jump.
I was
Max, don't
jumping
jump.
over the thing more than anything
jump.
because there was like a tar pit, as you called it earlier. Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna go around.
Oh, that's why they smell different.
Why did it smell different?
I grabbed 2 cans of beans and I meant to get the same can of beans, but no, I got 2 different beans. But they're the same color, so I
Beans!
didn't pay attention.
So you're trying to think that
I
you got
grabbed
beans,
one
right?
of cannellini and I grabbed 1 garbanzo. Rip.
Oh my, what the fuck is this?
Your face.
Yes.
That's the plus 10 feet of movement that monkeys get.
Max is only gonna get even more ridiculous.
Aren't
They
monkeys
tend-
the strongest class then?
Mark, can you stop the rain?
I can't stop the rain from falling.
Thank you, my good sir.
I don't think that counts as an enemy, Max. Can you check?
No, I'm just killing them for the sake of food.
Oh.
Hostile probably refers to zombies or things that will auto-attack you.
Zombies and
spiders.
skeletons. Zombies and skeletons.
And spiders too.
Actually, no, they don't count.
Guys,
That's right.
choose a number 1 through 6.
6.
Huh?
17.
6.9.
Do Enderman count?
Yes.
Perhaps.
I'm trying to have someone select what playlist I listen to because I want music.
6.
4.
1.
6 plus 4 plus 1 is 11, divided by 3.
Why 3?
A little bit below 4.
It's not applicable. You can't.
I'm getting an average because I got 3 answers.
I a joke to you.
Hello, it boy.
Alright, let's teleport back. Fosh شمك. Fosh من جبدك.
Oh, nice. You have instant transmission. Damn, this is a Dragon Ball Z mod.
No musical stylings biracial for the next god knows how many hours.
Yes.
Maybe.
You
I
guys
can
will
enjoy
probably
her
sleep first.
music.
Wait, does this count as a Minecraft MMO? Why is there an MMO tag?
Wait, are you still streaming?
Yes.
Oh, I'll stop. I don't want to get you in trouble because even like someone singing a song can get you in trouble.
Yep.
Of course it can. Why not Twitch? Why not just fuck over all of your goddamn streamers while you're at it?
Yeah,
It's not
sorry,
Twitch, unfortunately.
Well,
I'm just gonna mute myself, otherwise this is gonna be really hard to not sing. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You can stream, it's not like I have viewers that will actually report me, right?
Now, because you said that, Max, I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna make 8 auto accounts and start spam reporting you. bro.
Sure. Go ahead. Maybe I'll actually get fucking Twitch mods to watch my stream.
Oh no, he got me. He used my own weapons against me.
Try me, bitch, try me.
That's what they call a big brain move.
Big fucking gamer move.
Big gamer energy.
That's why we drink G Fuel.
energy.
Gamer subs. Alright, do we have more gold? No, we don't. Shit. Back down into the mountains I go.
Deep in the mines.
New.
So what do you get for monk? What's max level for monk?
God knows.
He's level 4.
20.
Oh, it's D&D. Okay.
I think.
What are the classes that exist in this mod?
Monk.
Just monk.
Shit, I
wait,
forgot
what?
to get the
It's a mod.
torches.
You just punch it.
But doesn't like barbarian exist or fighter?
Nope.
No, you just
Nope.
just Monica.
Hey, hey, Monica. Hey, 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 Monica.
Just Monica.
You're
Wait, I
the...
have a D&D question. If
Sure,
Max has
shoot.
time to. What do you use to if you're trying to be a bit more ambitious with one of your battle maps? Do you hand draw it or do you pick like templates or something?
If I don't want it to look like absolute fucking ass, I will just use Incarnate. If I want to do something quickly, I will sketch it on a dry eraser map. If I actually remotely give a shit about my players, I'll spend a very long time on Incarnate.
Would you recommend paying the premium fee of Incarnate? Is it that worth it?
It gives you access to some features like certain stamps and shit, which are useful, but I can't sound of mind say that I recommend it, just for the simple sake that I do expect better. And this is not me giving a jab at Incarnate in any way, shape, or form. For how much example you pay for a monthly subscription, I expect a lot better shit.
So what are like the features that you think that are lacking?
So far, the features that I think that are lacking are number one, additional assets, ways to scale things which are easier than what there is currently, a better way to semi-fit things on a grid by having it also have a clip to grid option, therefore having it make a bit more sense, and auto scale towards when people are using actual battle maps, tokens for monsters which can easily be removed and added and removed, an easier layering system for dungeon masters to quickly, if they're using it digitally, being able to quickly put their monsters on the battle map and or remove them when they see fit. A way to properly have what they advertise actually be able to be used. In some of their so-called depictions, they have, for example, that you can have an index on the side with all the shit that you can make. The way you actually have to do it is the definition of cock and ball torture. So I personally have never done it, although it's a shame because it's something that I genuinely want to do. And by an index I mean having certain symbols refer to certain things, similar to how an atlas works in real life.
Oh, so you can quickly like switch to like something that you're kind of intrigued about. Isn't that kind of, aren't they like doing it the whole thing where they're saving like feats for like super premium bonus?
No, that's literally just it. Right now the software is very, very lackluster. This is the same issue that I currently have with Project Deus, something that I backed on Kickstarter a very long time ago. For the simple sake that their demo just came out. This is again not me shitting on Project Deus, I understand that it just came out. But for what just came out, I'd rather them have delayed it an additional 2-3 months and given me something that worked. Because so far it's literally, oh, you can put one kind of texture on a map. If you're lucky, it will work. If you aren't, haha, get fucked. And even after I actually commented this on one of their YouTube videos explaining the issues, they're like, you have to understand this is a very early thing. Like, that is understandable. All I'm saying is that perhaps you shouldn't have jumped the gun and released it this early. I understand that COVID has put a lot of developing softwares back, but hot fucking damn, that was hot garbage.
Can you please not talk about this on stream, Max? It's not what people want to come and watch.
It's not like I have people actually fucking watching, Mark.
That's my point.
It doesn't make a difference. When I was attempting to be more positive, there was no change. And he asked me about map software. I am explaining to him with regards to map software. Currently, the only thing I can recommend is Incarnate. If you're looking specifically to make a world map, there is something specific which I actually do recommend. Let me find it. Map.
Is it the fantasy big map simulator?
It's called Asgar GitHub.
Yeah. Is it the Asgar fantasy map or GitHub?
Yeah, it's on GitHub. There isn't in general. I actually use this for my 2 or 3 of my current campaigns. Just cause it's really useful. The random names and everything which are auto-generated really helps. And it generally is just a really fun time. And the server's restarting in 5 minutes. Fuck.
Is there a way to not make it so often?
I don't think so. Like, when we had the server before, I'm pretty sure I attempted to, only to find out that it's basically to make sure that people are still playing on the server. I'm not sure. Does it do it every hour?
I think so.
Shit. Oh fuck, what am I bumping my head on? As of if you're also maybe want to go the extra mile with regards to map, there is also the software called Tailspire, which came out recently. It's technically a way to play D&D online, if you also want to be a masochist.
It's not out for release.
It's not out for purchase yet. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Which is a shame.
I was waiting for it because it seems like really interesting. It's just that unfortunately it requires an investment of 20 freedom freedom bucks in order for you to play it. I think the price tag was claimed to be 20, but then I'd really I would pay to get in earlier this. I just didn't get earlier on the whole Tailspire thing because I had no one that literally wanted to play.
I mean, I personally have it, and I think one other person I know has it, sadly. It's good to design maps so you can basically use it and semi-run it like a cinematic scene, but it is a pain in the ass to set up like most other software. But it's really, really good. I'm not gonna say I recommend it because it can be more user-friendly, sure. But for what it is, it's good.
Okay. What I heard was I don't want to sidetrack your stream. So
That's fine. Again, that's fine.
What I really heard about positive commercials regarding this was essentially that while the DM kind of explains some of the players can help build the world, which I mean if you're kind of doing a more Fear style campaign, you're kind of it's a lot easier to populate a world kind of how players see it, and then players kind of pick their own poison if they created part of the world or part of the scene.
Semi-creating their own thing to an extent, creating their own map.
Well, yeah, because so the only information I kind of read about it was from Zibushu, which is a D&D animator, and he was like, well, I usually like it when my own players can make their own world, and then I throw stuff at them after they made the map. And I gave him a general description, and I have my goons make the map for me.
The only reason that I don't agree with that, I know a majority of players, most of them are too lazy to take notes, let alone create a goddamn map.
Really? Damn.
And I've DM'd for a lot of people. There are a handful of people that were generally really into it, really wanted to try and make their own shit, and even ended up homebrewing, but sometimes they're
Imagine on the fly. It's literally you have 2 minutes to do it. Do something.
No, the players I typically play with, fuck no. And I've DM'd the majority of Malta. They're really not into the idea. They believe that the DM should basically prep everything. If he doesn't, he's a shit DM.
Oh.
What the fuck are you? Light blue crystal shard. Cool.
Max, is that why when I sent you that one meme of a DM going over what happened in the last session, no, it's okay, you don't have to go over it. I remember what happened, I took notes. And then the DM starts crying. Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
sadly a so-called meme. That is the reality. Most people don't take notes. If you noticed in the stream,
do you cry when someone takes notes?
I just have a moment of pride, finally. I'll see how long it takes before they stop, because they realize, oh wait, someone else should be taking notes, and this is basically bystander effect.
This is the thing. The only reason I don't take notes during D&D is because I actually remember.
Inte paciencia. Shh.
No, I'm just saying, that's the only reason I don't take notes.
Yes, if you're able... Okay. If you're able to remember, oh shit, this server died. Yeah. It's fine. It's just gonna restart. If you're able to remember your shit, it's one thing. So that's completely fine. Hands down, if you remember shit, you don't really have to write it down. By all means, because case in point, I rarely take notes. And a lot of the time, I end up getting sidetracked. For example, in my friend's game, I'm not gonna mention names, I find myself getting very, very sidetracked lately because I have a lot of things to focus on. And the majority of the time, I'm just okay, we have this person is an ally, this person is an enemy, we've lost this person here, we have to resurrect this person here, and shit like that. I will take very, very light notes. But then if you tell me, okay, in the Forgotten Lands, I'll be able to tell you. But it reaches a point, especially this I noticed, there was one fucking session that I missed because I had an extreme amount of diarrhea. And a lot happened there, that it was apparently a very important session, that the DM was I'm really, really sorry that you couldn't make it because you would have really enjoyed it. And it's fine, I hope I didn't miss much. It's yeah, you did miss a bit, but it's fine. We keep on making callbacks for the one session I wasn't there, and no one took fucking notes.
Oh boy.
So I'm just there, dick in my hand, essentially like, y'all motherfuckers gonna do me like this? Really? Like, it is what it is.
I kind of want to play Pew Pew.
Then play Pew Pew.
We've had this discussion. I don't like playing Pew Pew alone.
What is Pew Pew?
Borderlands
Pew
3.
Pew is Borderlands 3.
It's what?
Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3. Oh, is it any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I like it.
Love the story of it.
I mean,
but I'm planning to
the twins are really annoying.
Oh, don't worry about
Really
those.
annoying.
I'm gonna pull a Nigel. Oh, don't worry, they die.
I know they
They're
do, but
the villains.
still, they're so annoying.
To the Borderlands games.
I am a genuinely large fan of Borderlands game towards the point where I was actually trying to make Borderlands a Borderlands style D&D rule set.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be really fun.
I actually semi-managed. That's the sad part. The only reason I didn't pursue it is because of a publication issue. Basically on the website I was currently publishing on, they were basically giving me a lot of shit, and I just decided to abandon the project. I should still have it.
Back up.
Tell that to my not responding Minecraft.
Have
be
you
right back.
tried running Shadowrun game?
I haven't. A lot of people have actually recommended that I do Shadowrun. A lot of people have actually requested that I do some shit on stream, like certain board games and shit like that. And that includes Call of Cthulhu, Age of Empire, Vampire the Masquerade. There was another Gloomhaven eventually.
Nice.
And this is something that I genuinely want to do. Like, I've been trying to get into streaming D&D. Again, with COVID, it's very, very difficult to do it in person, but we're still attempting to. Once COVID is over, and hopefully I have better access to the studio and better equipment, if like some form of money from streaming actually comes in, I'll actually be able to invest more time in it. Along with that, I was actually talking about this earlier today with some people that I'm playing D&D with on the side, that I actually want to try and self-publish some more of my ideas and modules, because I have like 50 documents of unpublished D&D works. Just because I don't have time to finish them, or I feel that they're way too out of my league, or that I need commissioned art for, and they're just like things that are just there. They're taking up space on my drive. I'm like, either A, I finish these, either B, I delete these, or either C, I stick my finger up my ass and fucking pay for them. And why is my goddamn Minecraft still not Why are you like this? Like, people all unanimously agree on one thing when it comes to me. I am very passionate about Dungeons and Dragons, I'm very passionate about board games, I'm very passionate about the geek culture in general, but it's a very large part of my life. Like, I'm not a nerd for the simple sake that I do shit in school, I say, as I am attempting to do a master's, but I give a very large fuck about the Dungeons and Dragons. I want to get people into D&D at least once. I want them to try it. I want them to be able to experience it the good way. And what I mean by this is there are shit dungeon masters out there. Hands down, there are a lot of shit dungeon masters out there. And it ends up ruining the experience for a lot of people that then some of them end up never playing D&D because of them. I've noticed this a lot with certain ex-players of a person we know, who basically heard of me because he mentions me a lot throughout his games and stuff like that. He actually, from what I've heard, uses a lot of my own stories in his own games. And they instantly tell me, hey, your DM style is very different, I much sure prefer it, like, what's your secret and shit like that.
I mean, DMing is essentially a more active level of storytelling.
Exactly. And everyone says a story in a different way. The whole idea of, oh, you can be a hero in someone's story, but a villain in another. And my Minecraft is still not responding. Jesus!
Wait, not even like reset or what?
No, it's legit not responding.
Oh.
Like, wait.
Task manager?
There. This is what I'm looking at.
No. That's unfortunate.
And to load it is gonna take the better part of 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, just close the program. Whatever.
Wait. Mark, are you in our mine?
This bitch. And with regards to everyone, if you ever want to talk about D&D, even if it's about races, classes, or homebrew items, Mehna, legitimately just talk to me whenever. I'm never gonna be like, let's not talk about this, because D&D is one thing where I can talk hours and hours and hours on, and I'm not really gonna get fed up of it.
I mean, unless you're with Mandy.
Okay, the only reason I get like that with Mandy is because she's like, but it's not like that in the official lore. Bitch, I don't use the official lore.
For instance, I thought like the official is like Pharaon is okay, but what really kind of changed thing for me as a perspective, do you know the Eberron setting?
Oh my dear god, don't get me started on that piece of shit. I've heard of
Um,
Eberron, needless to say.
No, but like my DM like homebrewed like heavily, so he made it like really cool.
Good. Ah yes,
Um,
Eberron, the land of the gays and the mystical fucking fairies. My favorite.
Wait, what? What fairies?
Are you
Mark,
talking?
did you see the cartoons video where they did like the twins mod, and he and his twin were the killers?
Okay, are you talking about Oberon specifically, the land of the fairies, or Eberron, the land of Avernus?
Eberron, as in the world of Corvair. It's not Pharaon related.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look up Eberron because I think I'm mistaking what you're referring.
Eberron arising from the last four. Here we go.
Oh my god, I thought you were referring to Oberon. That you were just
Eberron.
mispronouncing Oberon.
Nope, Eberron.
I've heard of this one. I haven't really looked into it as of yet. I know that they basically, in this one specifically, made Warforged canon. And,
Kind of, but it's not really about the Warforged. Warforged are more like a side to it. So like there are three races that are new: Warforged, Changeling, which are doppelgangers, and kind of like how
oh
their
god,
culture
yeah, the
works.
changelings are basically like fairies in a sense.
Yeah, but they're very restrictive in terms of roleplay.
Yeah.
Where they're very hard. And the Kalashtar, which is like I'm so special. But we'll skip that. Essentially, what Eberron kind of gives is a more cultural approach to the world of Faerun. So a lot of things are sculpted by culture rather than like preset races. Kind of how the base D&D game works.
Yeah, how
That
it's
like
meant
every
to be run.
race. Yeah, how to miss. They move away from this. So for instance, there are elves that don't speak Elvish, dwarves that don't speak Dwarvish. The kind of like the whole society is based around like steampunk magic because they grew up with it. So everyone, instead of like gunslingers, you have spellslingers. Everyone like guards have like kind of like low tier wards of like firebolt,
Yeah.
and there aren't that many spikes of high magic. The only kind of like cool interest is that the whole concept of like Eberron the world is that World War II just ended, and kind of like how these political tensions between races, like Warforged and the living things, like all the forges are done, so they're a dying race now. What happens to them?
There isn't like the memory that what you call it, how they can be recharged because the war is over and that information has been lost.
No, it's not lost. It's been purposely been like
Misplaced.
so no, it's not misplaced. They just like they like Warforged were decreed sentient creatures, but then the pact that ended the war was essentially we're not creating more Warforged because of action, a guild called House Cannith. They were in charge of producing Warforged and selling them to the highest bidder. Like whoever paid, they got Warforged armies. And
Okay.
Warforged are the equivalent of like human tanks. They have their own conscience and they're almost perfect soldiers. So they're like, as an act of like good faith, we won't producing them anymore. It's not they're recharging. They're just like they destroyed all the matrices
Okay.
for the Warforged. So now it's kind of like what happens to these like soldiers that are just like left because the war just ended for them. They just like go home, but for they have no home and kind of like how that interacts with the whole political aspect. It's a very like a whole thing based on like relations between people versus then relations between gods, because the gods here are also very distant. No one knows if the gods are real in this universe. Clerics don't know, angels don't know in like their own like realms. They don't even know the gods are real. They're very powerful entities to substitute like the need for warlocks, but there's some real shit. Like they can actually square up on you if you talk some shit, or if you
So
or if you piss them
essentially,
off.
it's a reimagining of modern day society post-war, which is interesting.
Kind of. It's a very interesting concept. They go away from all the bullshit sets and
Yeah.
like forcefulness of Faerun, where
Yeah.
everything is established. It has a very much like a noir story building. It feels like kind of like it can spin in any way. It can go into a war game. It can go into like a Cthulhu story. It can go into like race riots, that kind of discussion. It's a very free world, and not a lot of people run this because it's so new and so fresh that a lot of people bitch out of it.
If I had the book, because at one point I had to stop buying the books for the simple sake of money, I would give it a look. The last book I have, I think, is from Descent of Avernus, and Baldur's Gate.
Which one? Baldur's Gate Descent to Avernus or Murder at Baldur's Gate?
No, Baldur's Gate Descent to Avernus.
Okay.
Before
No,
that,
the book is there's a free version of the book. Like they just fucking released it for free.
have you
Um,
given a look towards the latest one, which has kind of like the whole D&D community going, oh shit, they've really shut the bed on this one, folks.
Kasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Yeah, like the whole bullshit of races and classes they essentially did.
So we already doing that in our D&D games because we didn't think it was so at some point. So for instance, my DM discontinued human variant because there's no
Understandable.
reason to actually pick anything else than human variant ever.
Yeah.
Like the feats, some of the feats are really strong. So like he banned Great Weapon Mastery, Sharpshooter, like the whole boring feats.
Yeah.
And that also they don't push like stories because Great Weapon Master doesn't do anything. You just kill people.
Yeah.
So discontinue that, and everyone gets feat at level 4 essentially.
That's fine.
That's it. Like you get the ability score modifier and your feat, and you move on. But we were also switching stats because like the like it's really annoying to want to like there are some people that want to play like gnome fighters. Like what are they gonna do? They're gonna be like crippled. They're gonna have like intelligence. They have to play Eldritch Knights now because that's the build.
I mean, realistically, yes. Like, not by force specifically play that, but just cause you get a +2 example to your intelligence, play around it. Don't make that your highest stat. Like, you're playing something that is against what your typical race is based on. You shouldn't be able to change it, in my personal opinion, unless the DM is like, yeah, whatever, who gives a shit. What if you're playing in a game where it's very appropriate, for example, a gnome to have +2 intelligence? Well, of course, that's the way they are brought up versus orcs who have a +2 to their strength because they're always brought up in war. Like, you could argue, like, but, you know, my guy was brought up in a fucking war zone or something, and therefore that's why he has more strength or wisdom or whatever. Like, yeah, but there has to be a reason behind it. It can't just be like, oh, I'm going to just be power gaming, so I just want +4 to this. Like, no. Like this.
I mean, like, so you're cause this is about like being okay about something. It's still an optional role. Like, are you okay with gatekeeping certain like classes to certain races because that's what's strong?
No, like if you can pick any class with any race in my book, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm hands down perfectly fine with having, example, an orc cleric. Two things that really shouldn't go together. Or an orc paladin.
Wait, no, or cleric makes more sense. What do you mean?
Depends which god you're looking at.
Well, yeah, well, no. Essentially, if you believe hard enough, you're a cleric.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the whole mentality, right?
Yeah.
I would see it harder to be like an orc like bard. I see that as unlikely. But like, why would you like D&D is already like sometimes so poorly balanced with some things that like why would you like further want to punish people like essentially lock people into just like playing that like you always go for like the because for instance half orcs have the extra critical thing, so it's essentially it really discourages you from like anything but a martial class with them.
But then again, you could basically play around it having that, okay, you have this, sure, have spells crit.
Yeah, true. Or like a more like variety, like a more combo Easters that were like some races get like their own special things, right?
Like certain races will definitely get their own specific things, but more specifically, example, they could basically. What the fuck are you doing, Jake?
I'm in the nether.
More specifically, example. One of the things which I actually kind of miss in D&D is the whole wild magic thing. Not a lot of people pick wild magic just cause there are hundreds of other things they can go which are a lot better and less risky. But at the same time, wild magic's probably one of the funnest things to run. But most people welcome back. Most people feel threatened by wild magic because, oh, I don't want to leave my character up to the hands of RNG. Oh, you know, having a cursed shit. Like an animator who Dingo Doodles, I think, actually has a current show where her character is a wild magic sorcerer monkey thing, and the way she roleplays the character, the way she portrays him, is really, really well done. Like, hands down, well done to her and her dungeon master, and it's really, really interesting to watch, and it's a really interesting concept altogether.
Honestly, be right back again, guys.
You okay, dude?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good.
Are you shitting like a water fountain? What's wrong?
Sure?
Yes, no, I'm good. Just need some time alone with my baby. Give me a second.
Bye-bye.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I think, so for instance, people shit talk playing barbarians because they're so quote unquote boring. But like, I flavored some barbarians really, really cool. And they get to be really interesting characters, right? What I really miss is having subclass progressions not be tied to any quest or any story pushing. You just get it for no explanation other than like, oh, you're a certain XP level.
I am going to disagree with you there. The fact that you get things from certain story elements is one, in my personal opinion, better. There is going to be actual character progression. Unless you're running towards Adventure League, which I personally don't like doing. Like, this is the issue I have if I ever end up having to do Adventure League shit. I'm gonna be running it on my own way. Just cause I don't wanna be like, oh, you show up with a dwarf of the Forge domain and you're at level 3 with 22 AC, huh? Rust monster.
I literally said like the other way around. Like, I prefer it when like the your character progression is tied to story instead of just XP.
Agreed. Which is something that isn't touched on by Wizards of the Coast at all.
Wait, what? I can fly? Okay.
I mean, what's weird is that the people got annoyed by the system because, for instance, every character has his arc, so people always raced for getting cool shit, even though they don't get that much cool shit in the end. If you think about it, some subclasses really suck donkey dick. Kind of like how all fighters are generally boring as fuck to play if you think about it mechanically.
I agree with you. Like, mechanically, they're very boring. Alright, I have my 3 attacks. Alright, back to dice stacking.
You get to 3 attacks? Damn, I never played above level 11.
4 attacks.
Well, no, 4 attacks is level 16 or level 20.
Yeah, at the moment I have a character, case in point, who is a fighter. And I like him. He's actually one of my more preferred characters. But the only reason I like him is cause I made him. And what I mean by this is... Okay, how am I going to explain this without making it sound weird? He has a very interesting backstory and shit like that. It can be considered, oh, you may have a edgy backstory. No.
Rogue.
Every rogue ever. No, that's literally the way I'm running him is tied with the world itself. He is essentially a veteran of the First War, living long enough to see the Second War, the way I run his PTSD. There was a point where he literally almost set fire to an entire village because he ended up seeing a giant from the First World War preserved in ice. He literally went full on fucking crazy.
What subclass are you playing him?
Huh?
What subclass are you playing him as?
Champion Fighter. The literally most generic thing.
Champion Fighter, respect.
Like, I don't forget why I picked Champion Fighter. Thing is, I rarely play melee classes. When I used to play before, I used to focus heavily on whatchamacallit? Casters. My personal favorite class is Artificer and Warlock. I'm a humongous Warlock fan. I love patrons and shit like that. To a point where I've actually created one of my own fucking patrons based on the Darkness series, for Christ's sake. Like...
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I'm gonna remove dedicated toast cam for now because he's really in the way. I'm just gonna do this. This, close. Unless somebody burns point to bring him back. He's gonna kind of be to the side. Gonna go home. They've always been my favorite for the simple sake they are the most interesting for me to play. And the reason for this varies.
At what level do you usually play this? Can I import the question? What level do you
We
usually
started... We typically, when we do a D&D game at any rate, we start at level 3. Rare...
Oh, okay.
Extreme rare occasions we start at level 1. Just cause at level 1, it's literally like playing Call of Cthulhu, you have no fucking... It's literally a horror game. Anyone sneezes on you, you're dead.
I mean, yeah. That's what makes it for fun for me. So I never reached past level 10. No, past level 9 actually. All my campaigns have been low level.
My current fighter, which I'm talking about, the champion fighter, is currently level 13 or 14.
Yeah, I had never seen those lands before.
It depends heavily how you play. And who you play
It's
with.
what campaigns you play, who you play with, right?
Especially like, in the majority of the games that I'm in, they take years. My longest campaign that I've ever run was 2 to 3 years, if not longer. With my shortest... I do one shot, so I'm not counting one shots. Oh, you're off, Jake.
Yeah, I know.
No, as in you're off.
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay.
No, but the ending takes time, especially if you play only once a week.
Or try once a fucking month in my current player game.
Oh, true. That's unfortunate. Is it because you don't have enough time?
We have very conflicting schedules that we literally have to like pre-plan a month in advance to try and find a fucking day. Along with that, COVID. There was a point where we were playing weekly and then we had to go down to monthly, bi-monthly, 3 months. There was a point where we were playing 3 times a week in this one campaign.
Was it the steampunky campaign?
No, this is the one where I was playing Amber Frostbrook, my fighter, specifically.
Oh.
The steampunk campaign that I was originally running, which I really wish I could rerun again, I might eventually, like... If my D&D show goes well, I'll start doing more than one show a week.
Oh, I was referring to the one Westwood is playing right now. The one where he played Dobby, I think? Or was
That, we had to stop that as soon as COVID hit.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, like, I put so much time and effort into that. I literally bought rustic New York in maps so we can actually have a map, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, sorry, I was only willing to get one game in the campaign, so unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly that game didn't continue. It was interesting because I was actually running a lot of homebrew shit in it, and that included homebrew spells.
For it? Because there are people that want to play here, like a lot of them.
If they're willing to pay, sure.
How much are you charging?
For a €4 session, $5.50 a head.
Wait, €4 session, 5 what?
For a 4-hour session.
Yeah.
$5.50 a head to €6 a head.
Oh. Okay.
Like for you, it's $5.50. For them, it's 6 since I don't fucking know them, and probably I'm gonna have to hold their hand.
Probably I'll pay 6 as well. I don't like getting special privileges.
Like,
but they're probably in.
Sure. Like at hands down, I'd run it.
So hold up, like just as a thing, like I appreciate the bro discount, my dude, but like if they're paying 6, I'm paying 6.
Well, means the maximum party size is 6 people.
No, we're not. We're doing 4.
All
4
right.
to 5.
That's
No,
one
if you
better.
run it, so I have my.
I don't use Roll20 before you ask. I
What?
refuse.
No, I wasn't even gonna mention it, bro.
I know, but I've had a lot of people like, oh, you want to do paid DMing, so you use Roll20? No, get the fuck out of my chat.
I mean, there's the only kind of thing. I already had the discussion. In my opinion, the only thing that Roll20 has it going for it is that it has a pretty solid like. What's it called? Kind of like form system to gather people up, and it's a lot easier to organize that way. But there's so many like other softwares that do the same job but like 20 times better.
Like, case in point, the D&D Beyond Discord, ironically, the only thing they did fucking right was their Discord. Or you could literally use the DMG's Discord, DMV's Discord.
I was gonna say the what seemed really Gucci was the Fantasy Grounds. That's really
Fantasy
cool.
Grounds, yeah. Jesus, that was
But
a good
it's
one.
so pricey, like the fuck. Like, who's gonna pay like 40 euros to pay that to start playing?
I understand why, but I think it's like 40 initial charge. Was real.
It's 40, and then you get essentially like free. You can have like all the fucking like it's a really good price.
Oh, okay. So it's not like per fucking session or some shit.
No, like it's 40, and then you have the whole software, and then you play.
Ah,
right?
that fantasy. Okay, sorry. I thought you were referring to the Fantasy Grounds forums.
No. Fantasy with like the actual like software.
Okay.
And like it has like so for instance, if you write something, if you say the sentence in Draconic, they have like their own like font vocabulary stuff. So it's just like boom, you see this. If you know Draconic, it auto translates into common.
The way I semi-run that is when we used to play in person, the few games where they were like really heavily focused on languages, there are like runic typers or like even ciphers where they basically make the things change into certain runic symbols. So that way I give them that, they spend the time to translate it, given that I actually give them a translating thing to work off of, and between sessions they'll then know what the other person said.
No, that's cool. So how do you run games online then? What system do you use?
I literally just theater of the mind. Every now and then I'll send images over the chat. I will use a Dice Maiden, which is basically a dice rolling bot. If it's combat, I'll be using Photoshop to basically move everyone's things around. The main reason for that is, well, I use Photoshop as my job, so I don't really know how to use it well.
Okay.
Like, it's my go-to. With regards to maps and shit, I don't typically put a lot of emphasis on maps. I prefer doing a lot more emphasis on storytelling and story building. So I'd basically give you like a blurb with regards to the world, and then if we're gonna get into combat, I'd quickly make something on Incarnate just for combat. Or for like really important things where everything on the map matters, example traps and shit like that.
Or positioning. Combat.
Yeah. Like, think, for example, if we're going to be running through a cave system and I know that there are a lot of enemies hidden around and people have certain amount of dark vision and perception and AoE, like, that's important. But a majority of the time, it is so unnecessarily bullshit that it's not even necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only kind of things if like battles get too big, that's kind of a big issue.
Yeah. Like, if he's like, oh, I wish to use a spell, alright, what's the range? Just literally, that's what I'll do. What's your range? Okay, is he in range? I just calculate in my head, because I have the map essentially visualized, and I'm like, yes, no, that's it. If it's important, like, again, if this is literally us pretending to do the JFK assassination, it's one thing. But if it's literally us walking through a forest, you don't need to know how far shit is.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, okay. I'll see if people are interested. Was it 6 a session?
€6 a session, yeah.
Alright. And what time slots they have available? Just so I can talk to people.
If they're okay with streaming it, whatchamacallit, any day that isn't on the weekend, preferably, because a lot of my own custom games are there. Sundays for sure not, Saturdays mostly not. Friday nights I'm available. Thursday nights are not an option. So essentially, So essentially, as of this current point, Saturday, Sunday are not an option, Thursday nights are not an option.
So Monday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are an option, Friday is an option. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday are my options.
Yeah. I'll see what they can do and what I can do.
Alright.
In that case. Right now, I'm running a game on Tuesdays just to handhold them and kind of like show them the system.
That's fine.
And see who's actually because for instance, like I don't. In my eyes, even if we get anyone that wants to kind of like play, if they're not like #loyal, I don't think it's a worthy like investment. Just because it's not kind of like the whole thing where you invest kind of like into a character, into a world, but then you kind of
Yeah, I
don't give
guess
a
for
fuck
sure.
about it. Like it's kind of like a waste of my time. Plus, you need you kind of start D&Ding around like session 4 to 3, where you kind of know where all the pieces are set. Yeah, that kind of thingy.
Yeah, like one of the most disheartening things as me as a DM is seeing players not take the game seriously, if you will, or just in general not giving a rat's ass, cause like prepping sessions, prepping games, doing shit, it takes time. It's not even funny. Like back in my prime when I was running around 5 games a week and shit like that, I'd cut down on work hours and I'd spend around 3 hours daily prepping worlds, prepping shit. And the worst thing is, I didn't write shit down. Like, I'd just prep it mentally, I'd look at monsters, I'd memorize stats, and I'd even kind of homebrew shit. I still do this, like, a lot of the time I don't prep for a session, which is very strange to most people. Like, wait, you don't prep? I prep mentally, but I don't actually write down notes. I don't actually, like, oh, this shit happens, this shit happens. No. A lot of the time, when I used to actually prep, I'd end up throwing out notes because, oh, the player does everything except what I planned for. So it reached a point where I'm like, why the fuck do I even bother? Fuck this, I'll just improvise everything.
And you just kind of know the flow of the story, like going on.
Literally, I let them do what they believe is what they want to do, and that's pretty much it.
But I imagine you have like important plot points, right?
There are important plot points which eventually re-emerge, like if they miss a dungeon which had like a sentient weapon, for example, it's one thing. But if there is no reason in particular for them to have gone through this area, maybe they missed a few gold items, maybe they missed a magic item that would have helped them at a later point. Tough shit. You should have gone in there, you didn't, now suck a dick. Because, again, if the players are new, I am going to semi-handhold. Like, hands down, I have been renowned for doing this. If my players are new, or if they're very fragile, I will hold their hand a tiny bit, and I will help them as much as I can, if they are willing to take my help. If they are gonna be like, oh, yeah, sure, don't want my help? Alright, go fuck yourself.
Cracks knuckles.
No, it's more like, alright, you think you're gonna be doing me a favor by trying to listen to my advice? Sure, gloves are off, enjoy. And this is something that even happened lately on the one game that I'm doing every Sunday, where essentially they listened to me, they had some items in their hand and shit like that, and in the last session, like you guys even noticed, I was very lax and laid back. They took the time to plan and everything, and at one point, by the way, it's been 2 hours in game, get a fucking move on. That wasn't me being an asshole, it was me actually taking into account and consideration that they have wasted fucking time. Like, not only are they wasting viewer time, they're not only wasting my time, this should have been something that they actually discussed before session, or between sessions. Like, okay, you can discuss this in-game, which is technically something that they would do in character, like, sure, hands down, What the fuck are you doing, you twat?
I'm trying to get the next monk level.
Okay.
Is that by falling or what the fuck is that even?
Yeah, it's by falling, but the hay bales aren't catching my fall.
Okay.
That's
The
fucked.
fuck was I saying? Like,
No, we're talking about the like players not paying attention or like going too slow in some games.
going too
What I
slow
find is that
again.
so what I found interesting, I did like the a fast one shot testing a couple of concepts with I think you and Mark and it was it Galen or Westwood, I don't even remember. And you were like you thought I would bomb the whole place with like traps. Is this like a common occurrence where like people like
A
over
lot
trap?
of new DMs tend to do this. And it wasn't like me being very stereotypical, like, oh, it's probably a trap in every fucking corner. It is me knowing how most new dungeon masters are. He, I'll put a mimic here, I'll spring trapped here. Oh, they're never gonna see it coming. No, bitch, I know it's coming. It's
And you
better.
actually got surprised when I did do it. Just
I got
because it was a surprise.
semi-surprised for the simple sake, it's a very, very... You know how in horror movies you have the so-called jump scare paradox? Where it's like, oh, it's not a horror movie unless you're getting jump scared every 5 seconds.
Yeah, but also we don't want jump scares. But also.
But also, yeah, like, it's a very trope-thing example for mimics to appear, or just random generic bullshit.
I really, for instance, mechanically, I don't think mimics are a good like story plot point or a good monster for that being. Like it's essentially they get the drop on you one turn and then that's it. That was the whole surprise.
Yeah.
It either kills you one hit or it does nothing.
Yeah.
So why would I ever use it? It's not an interesting character.
And on top of that, there's the whole idea that players are like, oh, my dungeon master wants me dead. Okay. I can understand where this perspective is coming from if you have a dickhead of a DM, but a majority of the time, it is so clearly not the fucking case, it hurts. Like, I have had a player in specific, I'm not gonna mention names for very good fucking reason, although I don't think she watches my streams, but anyway. This person of X gender managed to kill their character 3 times in one campaign. And when I say kill their character, I mean literally the way she has died are the following. She picked up an item that people warned her about were a humongous problem and would actually cause her to actually commit suicide in-game, known as the Black Rose. On top of that, there was the problem of... Oh, shit, Madonna, she's up. Jump on that.
I don't think that's how it works.
Try regardless.
So she like essentially she just did bad mistakes and blame it on you because you didn't
Yep.
like instant stop her for doing a mistake.
Because she was, and I quote, a new player, although everyone warned her, even myself. Another time was when she grabbed a cursed item, given that she was playing a sorcerer, had the same amount of health as a fucking tampon. Because, you know, sorcerers 1d6 health, XDDDDD.
Give me the bales again.
There. Sorry, I have to clear my throat.
So no, it was just bad decisions. Like how can someone make the statement that like it's the DM that wants to do that? Also in some campaigns, so for instance, if it's like some campaign that's made literally to be hard, like a concept like a campaign concept like Tomb of Annihilation, where you just have to come with like 40 characters because the dungeon is hard because it is hard.
Yeah, the irony is, like, okay, continue, because I have a story about Tomb of Annihilation, actually.
Well, no, but like, so like, why, like, the dungeon master balances like an act where he's everything that wants to kill you versus everything that wants to help you,
Yeah,
and everything that doesn't care about you.
yeah.
So like, in a certain way, like the statement is true, but like, damn, like, compare it to like us, the players, a DM like has no stats because you're so powerful.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think the what's it called, this the statement the DM is out for blood or for out for my blood insert is a kind of a snowflakely stash.
Agreed.
A different kind of like expectation where you think like the DM is supposed to be on your side, but he's just the storyteller.
Like, this is actually something that I'm doing for my dissertation, actually. Ironically. Right now, my dissertation is actually about the concept of fear. More specifically, should a game master and or dungeon master be made known of any phobias a player has prior to a game? This way, if the example say there is a problem with... The fuck are you doing? Okay, with regards to arachnophobia, example, that way the dungeon master knows not to include a lot of creatures of certain appendages. I will use that statement.
Or just like features or topics that people aren't comfortable with.
Example, yeah, like example.
Spiders,
rape, even
snails, yeah.
Snails.
Torture.
Again, rape is a very like, oh, you should never joke about rape. Okay, yes.
It's D&D.
It's not all. No. Because there, like, I admit, I have run rape jokes a tiny bit, and I am saying this on stream, but I really don't give a shit. I do not condone rape. I am firstly saying that for a fact. I do not condone the act of rape. I do not condone the act of pedophilia. I do not condone the act of anything that has to do with sexual harassment. I do believe that rape culture is very much sadly a thing in the modern era. Just getting that out of the way. But if you are playing a game set in the medieval ages, rape, pillaging, pedophilia, and all those other things are a thing.
Also, like, how do you think people get half-orcs and half-elves?
A bunch of half-breeds walk into the bard, walk into the bar, the bard starts sweating.
I mean, no, but like how do you like in the story, like the orcs are literally like on a holy like crusade to slaughter all the elves.
Yeah.
Max.
Yo.
Look at me.
I'd rather not.
I am Jesus.
Good for you.
No, yeah, no, I don't know. Like, so for instance, what you use is kind of like a card system where there are like two cards where if you show them, you either skip scene or you just stop talking about something.
Like, the way currently what my dissertation is going to be doing is basically proving if players would believe that their phobias should or should not be tackled in games. Because I have had people who suffer hysterically from fear of cockroaches. Like, a very good friend of mine who's also a dungeon master, he is fucking terrified of the cunts. Like, it's not even funny how much of a fucking pussy he is when they fucking show up anywhere in his house. He literally once left the session from his own house because we found a cockroach in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, like they're genuine phobias.
Yeah, but then when he literally created cockroach people in D&D.
So I think D&D is more like about the expectation of the people that actually engage with your content. So
Yeah.
for instance, the way I expect it to be, I expect D&D to be like very brutal. Like my first campaign were in Baldur's Gate and then Curse of Strahd. A like famously renowned like ruthless place, both of them. You're also gonna make a story about Tobun of Annihilation, I believe.
Yeah. You say your thing first.
But like I expect my things to be very like brutal, and then I was in a Curse of Strahd campaign where I felt like Strahd was Count Chocula, or like so like ha 1 bite on Irina, 2 bites, and like I was like I just noticed like damn, like I'm just not feeling like it's supposed to be a horror campaign, but I wasn't afraid at any point.
Like, this is one of the issues I have with D&D when it comes to horror. Time, setting, pacing is very important. Like, I'm a humongous horror movie nut. If you did not know this about me, congratulations. I love horror movies to bits. I want to fucking make my own goddamn horror movies, for Christ's sake. I want to make videos like talking about horror and shit like that. And the way I run horror in games is very, very different. I have literally had players after sessions tell me, thanks for the nightmares, you cunt. Like, I'm glad I could have actually frightened you. You fucking wuss. Because the way I run horror, I run very much with the idea of H.P. Lovecraft's horror, the fear of the unknown, the fear of something that cannot be comprehended by mortal comprehension. And even so, I worked on a madness system. The madness system that's typically seen in Call of Cthulhu, I have adapted to, well, my fucking needs. Because it is such an interesting concept, and it's one that's not really that tackled, which is a real shame, because, God, I fucking love it.
Max, what time is it?
It is 1:49 a.m.
That's I meant in the game.
Oh. I don't fucking know. It's
Day or
40
night?
daytime. Daytime.
Daytime. Daytime.
Daytime, not day.
Seems to be morning somewhere, judging by the sun. I have no idea if it's because I can't see it. No, I never really had like an actual like horror thing on in D&D. I was like I was never really truly spooked.
Like, everyone has their own fears, their own phobias, their own things that they kind of have to deal with regards to, well, it is what it
But
is.
it's also my expectation of D&D. Like I'm about to go in there and see some fucked up shit, right? So
Yeah.
like for me, it doesn't work the same way. Like ooh, spooky. Like I'm not really expecting it to be spooky, but I'm expecting to see some fucked up brutal shit, like some
Yeah.
Goblin Slayer level of like D&D. That's how I see it.
And the irony is, you mentioned Goblin Slayer. You know Goblin Slayer is actually based on D&D.
Oh yeah, they even showed the fucking rules.
Yeah.
Goblins.
Goblins. Filthy. Goblins.
Goblins.
But yeah, essentially what I like that's why I thought like the whole brutality was fun. But yeah, I'd
So
much
was the
rather
rape.
like experience kind of the whole kind of like a different like D&D mentality. I see that you're a lot more so for instance, I have debated this with my mom. I feel D&D in real life distracts people way too much because they don't have the fucking most people don't have like the mental patience to play D&D in real life.
Agree to disagree.
Actually, your correction, not the mental patience, the mental capacity.
Our single capacity, they don't have the attention span to fucking pay attention to what's happening, in my opinion.
I am going to repeat, hopefully for the final time. Agree to disagree. I have noticed that when we play online, a lot more players are distracted than what they actually are in person. Which is ironical. Yep.
Damn.
I'm not even joking. This is from my own research and, well, what I see, like, observation. And the main reason... yeah. The main reason for this actually varies. Like, what the fuck, you piece of shit. One sec.
Is it because they get MC sidetracked of other things that they have on their screen or what?
Exactly. Like, when you currently are, example, playing on a laptop or you're playing online, you know that the Dungeon Master is going to look at you and be like, Ha Allah, fucking pay attention.
Oh. Motherfucker. Okay, it's finished. It just didn't register.
Okay.
And I just fucking
the way
lost it.
my kind of reasoning for it is that sometimes when because I played D&D in real life with you and I played it in like 2 more times. And every time you kind of it's a more theatrical experience. Kind of like your face plays a huge role and kind of like your whole body like language.
Yeah.
Hey, Max. I'm an Enderman.
Congrats.
But then like in online, I feel at least the Roll20 section, I haven't experimented with other environments yet.
That's a lot of beef.
More tools, kind of like to either like because of all the voices, everything feels so abstract towards the people, so I can get a better theater of mind working. Versus me just staring blankly at people's faces to like imagine this entire thing, right?
Ow. That's not what I meant to do.
It really heavily depends on how you are as a player. Like, I've already made a video with regards to how Dungeon Masters differ slightly from one another, which honestly I haven't even begun scratching the surface of how Dungeon Masters really DM. And, one sec. Sorry I keep getting sidetracked, but I am also attempting to do shit in MC.
Yeah, no, it's fine. If you want, I can just remind you. So, for instance, we still haven't touched on the
On the
topic
Tomb of Annihilation thing.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, what are you making? Hammer?
Yep.
Dude, you won't need the hammer.
What do you mean?
I can mine obsidian with my fists.
We still need a hammer. Fuck off, I want to strip mine. Piss off, Blaze Man.
Oh. I can hurt you with your armor, bitch.
Okay. Dickhead.
When floaty rod man hurts you.
Mm-hmm. I'll just get some food. As I was saying before. What the fuck was I saying before?
Tomb of Annihilation or the second subject.
Second subject.
Scratching on the surface
Of dungeon mastering as well as players. Like, I have had people that are really enthralled by just simple storytelling. You don't need a map, you don't need minis. They are just satisfied with words to an extent. But that really depends on how much imagination the person has. Like, example, when I DM, I tend to close my eyes a lot because it allows me to visualize better. And even as a player, I tend to also do the same thing. And I've had people like, are you falling asleep in the middle of a game? No, I'm visualizing. You can't get off my ass. Would you fuck off?
I don't really close my eyes because I want to catch like stuff that other people do, either like in chat or if they roll something specific.
Yeah.
I can like.
I tend to do this very briefly because then I like to analyze body language. It's one of the many reasons, example, when I finish a game, I kind of ask, hey, did you guys enjoy the session? Like, I would know if they kind of did or if they didn't, but I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth to an extent.
No, I get what you mean. I think it's a lot kind of like, it depends on kind of like what you like as a person to do.
You making the casts?
I made all of them.
Yeah, that's what I just asked. I said, you making the casts?
I already made all the casts, what do you mean?
Never mind.
The fuck you mean?
The fuck you mean?
No, okay. Alright, so with regards to the whole, like you mentioned earlier, the whole Tomb of Annihilation thing where you need like a stack of... What the fuck? Why are you bleeding? Why?
I gave you blood.
We don't need it! Night.
Slurp arena. I'm gonna get some Swedish pears over here.
Take your time.
But yeah, so what were you gonna say about the Tomb of Annihilation?
With regards to Tomb of Annihilation, I essentially had to run it for the DDM I mentioned before. And the irony is, I swore that I'd never run it. I went against my own moral code because I knew that this particular Dungeon Master, I have nothing against him. Like, let the record show if he's watching this and shit like that. I have nothing against you, but I am going to be semi-speaking my mind here. You tend to be a twat. With regards to when you fucking Dungeon Master, you tend to be very, very...
Twatimus Maximus.
Not even Twatimus Maximus.
In what regard? As in easy going off for player assassinations or what?
You get off on essentially torturing your players. And this was one that I even mentioned in the video where I even talked about... Could you get the fuck out of my way? Thank you. He gets off heavily on torturing his players, he gets off heavily on just in general. The way he runs it is that he runs it like a fucking militia. You don't like it, get out. And as a player, he was so much worse. Like, there was a case where I had to actually ban him from my games, sadly. He's still a friend, I still talk to him, we still talk about D&D and shit like that, but the only ways I allow him to join my games or if I am semi...
Drunk.
Not even drunk. It's not a long-term campaign. Just
Wait, so
because...
what does he even do, bro?
Huh?
What does he even do? Like, does he
He
torture other players,
is an extreme metagamer. He is very, very aggressive. He is the same kind of person that literally at level 3 will do as much research as possible to make his character be the most broken piece of shit in existence. Like at level 3 he has 22 AC.
That's not even like I've seen that happen, but like
Max,
there's so
I
much
think
counters and punishes for
I
that.
It
think I know
is,
who you're
but
talking
then
about.
yeah, no shit. It is like, okay, you want to power game, sure, fine, whatever, power game. But then if you're gonna get called out for power gaming, don't deny the fact you're power gaming. And also don't deny the fact you are metagaming when you literally call me out on like, wait, that creature should have this weakness.
I mean, it's literally not up to you. Like the DM can it's the DM saying.
It's not even the DM saying at that point, it is Hoshel Madonna. It is literally me having to homebrew every single monster to counteract him. And I'm like, okay, you know what, fuck you. And at one point he ended up getting into a humongous argument with one of the players. I'm not gonna mention names, she knows who she is, and she knows where I stand with this guy. And
But like out of curiosity, so having high AC versus what I'm just curious here, right? What class was it? Was it Paladin?
I think it was like Paladin.
Yeah, but like bro, like Paladins are one. They're the strongest class in the game, right?
Agree to disagree, but go on.
Like, haha, wisdom saving throw, charisma saving throw.
Still, like again,
It's hard, right? But then like there are some spells that can literally like just
fuck him over. Yeah, like banish. Like
well,
it's fine.
Let's not get into banish. Banish is what, like 3rd level? I don't remember.
5th level.
Hold person, like.
Yeah. Regardless, imagine that. Okay, it wasn't just that he had 23 AC. The way he built his shit, he had 20 in 3 different stats.
How?
The way he did it was essentially just legally picking certain races, picking certain fucking shit items, and just like that. Keep in mind that I told him on several occasions he cannot pick those items and still pick them.
But what? Why? What's the point of playing them with other people?
He just literally wanted to be this powerhouse. He just wanted his ego to be stroked like, haha, I am the strongest. Haha, I am the strongest.
But yeah, like you can be nuked out of orbit, bro.
Yes,
you
but
can never be the strong. Like you can in D&D, like when there's creatures like a Serac or like insert any god, like.
yeah, and even then, like, I punished him. He gets butthurt because I punished him. Because, like, I understand what you were trying to say, like, oh, you can literally just send a rust monster after him and boop, there goes all his gear. Like, yeah, no shit.
Well, I'm not even like saying rust monster, just like if Huge Ego like he's about to fuck up in this situation, like it more like an obvious trap, and then like he falls into it. Just
Whoops.
loses. Yeah. Or nice magical items. Guess they're corrupted now. Tough break.
Yeah, like, the thing is, as I did that, he'd constantly whinge and constantly be an ass about it. Like, it reached a point where he specifically wanted a level 10 spell. Keep in mind, level 10 spells had been banned from 3.5.
So like, if you cast a level 10 spell, like Mistral literally will come down to like kill you.
It's not even that. The amount of bullshit that can occur is literally catastrophic. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Sure. But each time you use it, it is going to do something. I'd never specified what.
So why would you? So like, I think this is kind of another thing regarding to expectation to what D&D is meant.
Yeah.
So for me, in your games, do you allow to roll for stats or do you use standard array / point?
I allow rolling for strats. I allow hands down. If people want to pick standard array, they can. I won't stop them. But I personally prefer that you roll for stats. 46, drop the lowest. Shit. Sorry, continue.
Because, I enjoy either like the possibility of getting a weak character,
Yeah.
or a strong character, right?
Agreed.
And then it's more that even if you get a weak character, you can still do amazing things.
Agreed.
Not because you have like big roles, but because you're like a role player.
Yeah.
Like because you're being in character, you can shift things. So for instance,
What?
I have a great example where I have persuaded people in game, with like
Max,
perception rolls.
Yeah,
I'm
what's up?
heading off. I'm heading off.
I'll join you in a
It's
bit.
2 a.m. Good
I'm
night.
probably gonna go soon enough in like 10 minutes or so.
Same.
But like I managed to persuade people or get to like subject that like changed the whole setting of a story,
Yeah.
because I was smart about it, or because it was in character.
Yeah. And that is the fun thing about D&D. You can get a lot done just by simply role-playing.
Or not even getting like things done, but like the I don't find the need for strength or like the need to be powerful although it's like a fun thing to do. I don't think it's a core aspect of the game, in my opinion. Because you can play stuff like what's it called, like any Dragon Age game where you just feel strong, like any RPG, Path of Exile, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, and this particular player had a background in World of Warcraft, so I was expecting D&D to be World of Warcraft.
No. So hold up, we both know who this is. We don't have to say any words. We both know. But like, I play World of Warcraft too, right?
But you understand the distinction that is between the two. You clearly understand that you cannot replicate what WoW is in D&D. You can't.
WoW ripped off of D&D like straight up. It's not even. It's not even funny.
Agreed.
It's not even remotely funny. Like that shit is ripped off like.
Fucking Jesus Christ! It's not even funny.
Take Saloon /DS. Boom! It's Saloon now.
Ah yes, I see you have looks at notes. Hunter's mark. Oh, I'm sorry. What? I couldn't quite hear you. Yes.
Let's take. Can I copy your homework? Yes, but don't make it obvious.
Yeah, like it's so clear.
Hey bro, you think you're smart, but are you more than with an O smart?
Exactly. Like it is so obvious that WoW has ripped off from D&D.
Same way how StarCraft ripped off Warhammer 40k.
Exactly. Ah yes, yes. So what's this
Space
about
Marine.
the Tyranids?
Interesting. Where did you get that concept? They're also bulky, heavily armored. Please tell me more.
The people that seem to literally spawn more of themselves and literally work in masses. Looks at entire Tyranid lore.
Curious coincidence.
This is an interesting concept. I wonder where they got it from. Like, some people are so fucking, like, easy to jump the gun, like, hey, Wizards of the Coast, like, steal shit from other people. And
so, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with cloning something or, like, stealing ideas to make it quote-unquote better.
But admit where you got it from. Like, it's don't make it straight up plagiarism.
Yeah, I mean, just accept, like, just won't fucking own it. You steal shit, just like, okay, I stole it. So what? Big whoop.
And on top of that, give credit where credit is due.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, like, for instance, like, D&D is cool, but, like, Faerun kind of sucks ass, in my opinion.
And, okay, speaking of, but D&D is cool. Agree to disagree. One of the main reasons I don't run a lot of Wizards of the Coast games is specifically because Wizards of the Coast is a scumbag company. And you can fucking fight me on this, and I will prove this shit.
The thing is, I don't even know that much about them, so I can't comment about them. So, like, I can't.
You know their whole unearthed arcana bullshit? You know how I have... Yeah. You know how I have, like, my own shit self-published?
Yeah?
You know that at any point Wizards of the Coast can be like, oh, by the way, you know this shit you spent hours making? Yeah, this is ours now. We don't need to credit you, we don't need to mention you, we don't need to literally even consider you. We literally can grab your shit. Yeah,
Wait,
this
what?
shit right here. And literally do whatever the fuck we want with it. They can literally take my work, which I like to also repeat, they have done to me. It's one of the many reasons why I stopped self-publishing. Because they plagiarized my work with their fucking new artificer.
What's new artificer? Just out of curiosity.
The alchemist bullshit is literally a hands down fucking same concept of something I've published.
I don't mean to be rude, my dude. I think the alchemist subclass is Garbo.
None taken, but at least it was my garbo. And it's how you use it. Even their whole mentioning of them working on a fucking plague doctor shit. Like, And along with all of this, sorry, continue.
I'm also of the opinion that like two people can have the same idea, but just like ripping off people content, like that's kind of stupid.
And there have been multiple cases where my work has been ripped off by even other novice writers. Like, I'm not even joking, the amount of times that's happened. And even so, example, you know the whole Warforged thing? The Warforged class? Warforged class was originally made by a fan of D&D. They never credited the guy that originally created it. The same goes for Minotaurs as a playable race. The same goes for a majority of the shit they've actually made. And this is not just me, you can literally look this the fuck up if you want. There have been many people and cases of people saying, hey, I made this, why am I not credited? There was even a case of a book they had to recall because they had plagiarized art in it.
So my question is, are they using the argument that they can just steal content because it's
Yes.
D&D?
No, not because of that. In the website where I host all of my D&D shit, there is a hidden clause where it basically, and I quote, specifies anything I make, if it's taken down and republished anywhere else, they have the right to sue me as it technically belongs to them now. Anything I make and publish on their website is now property of Wizards of the Coast.
So isn't it a better idea just like self-publish under like your own?
Yep.
Like brand?
Yep.
Are you then protected, or are you still not protected?
You are not protected unless you end up creating your own publish house, similar to Goblin Press. If you haven't heard of Goblin Press, they've made the updated monster manuals, increased the number of monsters and shit, created their own modules. The same thing that Humblewood did. Or Circus of the Grotesque. They literally started Kickstarters with a lot of money sunk into it to basically gain enough money to create their own publish house. Because that's the only way they can do it and have the legal backing. Because at the end of the day, the way you have to create Dungeons & Dragons content is you have to skirt around the rules. You have to skirt around what is considered to be legal content and non-legal content, legal rules, non-legal rules. It is the largest amount of absolute cluster fuckery in the history, and I literally mean the history of cluster fuckery. Like, oh, you mentioned this one thing, like, example, you mentioned, oh, the Rust monster, which is technically not part of public domain. Oh, you mentioned the use of a particular thing that is not part of public domain. Oh, you've mentioned one thing that I'm actually thinking of currently is the Tarask, which is technically not part of public domain. Haha. Eradicate your shit. Get rid of it. You're technically referring to something which you don't have rights to. They can sue you.
Oh, so essentially you have to create a whole new world with like a whole new concept?
Exactly. Which is completely fine for me. Case in point for my Plague Doctor one, which is one that I Specifically, I haven't updated now. I'm actually gonna admit this live on stream and you can clip it, I don't give a shit. The main reason why I haven't updated it is specifically because I know that people want it, sure. And I'm gonna be an asshole and be like, I'm sorry, I don't want to update it. It took so much time and effort for the little amount of money that I get from it that it's not worth updating. Secondly, the fact that Wizards of the Coast can be like, haha, this is ours now. And thirdly, the amount of time it took me to create that, the original content inside it. Keep in mind, I don't use pre-made shit. I rarely use them, I have them mostly for collection's sake. Meaning that, oh, I had to literally create something from scratch in a world I've created which was never published. Like, the way I have it set up is, it specifies different environments where you can find herbs, the rarity, their effects, and shit like that. In 40 years or more the Dungeons & Dragons that has been out, this was never done. There was never a herb list, there was never a proper alchemical table, there was never an original concept for potion brewing, there was never the use of medical syringes and plague doctors.
I mean, because people didn't really care that part of the game, I imagine.
That's the issue. Like, it wasn't because people didn't care for it. Was as soon as I uploaded it and shared it onto a few pages, in the matter of a week, I had over 7,000 people begging me for the class. And keep in mind, I have a very small audience. Like, my reach can only go so far. So the fact that in literally less than a week, I had 7,000 fucking people literally waiting on the next update. It's fucking insane.
Wouldn't that be good for you to kind of have a Patreon in that case?
Yeah, but then we meet the next point of Dungeons & Dragons. Is it official Wizards of the Coast content? No. Oh, so it's free? Yes, but also no. Oh, but aren't you making this for fun? Yes, so therefore it should be free. No. This is the same problem that artists have. Oh, you can just do it for the exposure. Yeah, fuck off.
But no, like, exposure doesn't pay the rent. Like, why?
Yeah. Keep in mind, to make my original Plague Doctor class, it took me 2 months of writing, editing. After it was then published, it took me an additional 6 months to update, fucking spell check every single document, realign everything, create an original format to actually create them almost photorealistically compared to Dungeons & Dragons, like with the stained pages and everything, used original art. And the largest fuck up of it all, you wanna know the largest fuck you that Wizards of the Coast gave me?
Just stealing your shit or what?
It wasn't just stealing my shit. The website I host it on, specifically belonging again to Wizards of the Coast, takes a 50% cut on any profits I make on the website.
Ah, that's like Twitch.
No, Twitch doesn't take 50%. Twitch takes us... No, like they take like 30 at best.
Oh no, I thought I heard from like Devin Nash that was 50.
As far as I know, it's not that much. Depends.
Bro, so my dude, I'm just saying some because I did a whole like information like about a whole of reading about the whole streamer thing. My man, like fucking Devin Nash is like, you should never become Twitch affiliate. It sucks balls. They just take 50% of your profits.
Affiliate, not partner, though.
Oh yeah, I think affiliate. He only commented on the how the affiliate system fucks people over.
Or any streaming platform.
Okay.
And then he said, like in the same video, was essentially he referenced that Twitch took 50% of your shit.
As an affiliate, until you grow, it's understandable. But at the end of the day, the most they're going to take is from subscriptions. That's it. Because donations, then there's the whole problem with PayPal.
Yeah, like so, like in my eyes, it kind of goes like this. Like corporation-wise, you want to jip. So like this is a purely like cold, like money efficient-wise. You want to have as many free resources towards expanding your company as humanly possible, right?
Yep.
And now you gotta go like if you want to have it as wide as possible, you gotta go as cold and non-caring towards your community as possible.
Yep.
While keeping the allure that you also care about the community. So for instance, like, from the people that like I watched play D&D, it feels like the base books are the starting point, and then they make their own shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they never share it because it's kind of like it's literally how I think we've been pushed to a level where like we've become real life wizards, where we have like our arcane knowledge of D&Ding, of dungeoning, that we don't share it to each other out of fear of plagiarism and stealing each other's
Yeah.
secrets. Uh, which is, by the way, an interesting way to have a community, but it's also pretty fucked because it alienates new players. Not to mention that, for instance, so why I mentioned Shadowrun before, they use D6 system. So if you
Okay.
have, let's say, strength 10, you roll 10 dice, and then you just ask for the how many like dice need to be over 4, and that's successes,
Okay.
right? So it's a lot more. Sometimes you can just fail because your body, like your mind, isn't high enough. Or similar things, which is why I was really interested in trying it. D&D is cool, but then it feels like the whole D20 system sometimes kind of bitches you over. As long as you roll D20s, you can literally be God.
Yep.
Or if you roll high.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, I think like people thinking way too much about combat is kind of like a huge issue in D&D.
Agreed.
It feels like the whole system is built around you fighting, not you role playing. Kind of like a similar problem that was in 3.5.
A lot of people treat D&D the same way people treat Warhammer, which is heartbreaking. For the simple sake that D&D shouldn't just be something that is completely based around combat. It is the entire concept of D&D is that you're creating a world, you're creating a story. Like even in the OG books, they're like, don't do this, don't be a twat. Like, haha, we're gonna do it anyway, cause fuck you. No!
I mean, the guy
Just
Gaspan
don't.
literally started as a war game, and then he was like, you know what? We can be more than a war game.
Exactly, like, even Gary fucking Gygax, God rest his soul, realized this wasn't the way Dungeons & Dragons had to move forward. They had to take into account, like, oi, stop. Think about what you're doing. I can see the premise of it being a wargame. I can see that it can be used as a form of wargaming. Sure, but there's a time and place. That is a subgenre. That is like saying, oh, everyone's goth or everyone's punk. That is a swooping statement. Or rather, a sweeping statement.
I think it's about like in my opinion, it boils down to the same thing I mentioned before. It's about expectation. What do people want out of the system, right?
Agreed.
The system allows you to like a bunch of stuff, but then like, what are you like looking to get out of it?
Agreed.
So for instance, what I think in regards to the other player that we discussed about the expectation to be like highly combat, you just fucking dab him with non-combat situations where he can't fight.
Which I did. I did time and time again, then he'd whinge because there wasn't any combat.
Well, yeah, but, like, because for instance, like the like if you don't cater your character towards the campaign, like, well, what's the point?
Agreed.
I remember, for instance, my whole like thrill playing with Mark was that it was I really enjoyed the fact that he spent a lot of time trying to make false history between the characters.
Yeah.
Which is I think it's a huge element that's lacking in most D&D games.
Yeah, the idea that the fact that characters can actually be part of the world versus the world being a part of... The world revolves around the characters versus the characters revolving around the world.
Or like that there were like a bunch of homies that are trying to achieve something, right?
Yeah.
That we have stakes and like
Yeah,
family
exactly.
that we're trying to protect.
And the
out of this.
entire story was built upon the idea of this family. It wasn't just, oh, you're a bunch of guys in a random world and you somehow have to save it. No, the stakes are literally belonging to your family. Like, it's one way to run it, and it's a good way to run it. I'm not gonna be like shitting on it because it's a really good way to run it. And the way he built it up, it made sense, although obviously there was always the whole fact it was based off of Peaky Blinders, the idea of family and shit like that. Like, yeah, no shit.
I mean, it was cliche and anime as fuck, in my opinion, right? But that didn't make it less fun.
It didn't make
The
it
only
any
thing
less
that
fun.
was-
It was still fun. It was still an interesting concept to play with.
For instance, to this day, I'm gonna reference the fact that I used a basic sending spell to fuck up his entire campaign plot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes it happens.
I even remember his face. It was like,
Oh,
"How are you
fuck.
doing this?" It's just a level 3 spell. I even asked if I could take it. Like.
Yeah. He did not take that into consideration.
Yeah, no. Kind of like he was like, "Are you pulling some bullshit spells?" Like, no, this is base game. Like,
I love how he also turned to me at that point and asked me, like, wait, is this legal? Yes. Did you not check? Did you literally not even consider this a problem?
Yeah, no, because I was playing the legal game and I was like, like, I made Neil as a support character, and then it turns out he carried the entire fight.
And then there was the whole him running me as an evil character because of Warlock, which I actually enjoyed. And plus, as you know me, I don't metagame. Like, okay, I'm against you guys. I used all my spells because I was going for blood. Even though I know that I could have killed you, I knew that that's what my character would do in that situation. That falls under also the whole idea of, like, how do you run your character? How do you run certain situations? Players need to be held accountable for their players' actions. Like, if you don't run your character well, it's going to affect the game for everyone.
Oh yeah, no, I agree 100%. I did it. I fucked it up. I felt really bad for it because I fucked it up. And then it was more like I fucked it up for more people than just myself, right?
That's
So not
fine,
only
but
did I
again,
fuck
you
myself,
can't have too much pressure on a player. For shallah. Sorry, my axe broke.
Oh, unfortunate.
At the same time, you can't have too much pressure on one player, because...
Well, not constant, but a pressure moment is really important.
Yeah.
It sets the stage. It's you're on deck, bro.
Yeah. It's not even just a question of just that row, it's... I'm gonna bring up another statement, like, ideology. Jesus Christ, just I've been streaming for almost half hours. The idea of favoritism in D&D is something that's very, very prevalent. Like, and my game froze. Jesus Christ, okay. It's something that is very, very prevalent, and more specifically, I've been accused of having favorites in the past where I have a particular, like, player that I semi-look out for more and shit like that, and a lot of the time I decline this, because it's technically not true. The only reason that it seems that way is because I can work with this player. I can work with this particular character. I can work with the whole idea that he helps me help him.
I'm gonna say the one thing I think it's not good for like the plot. You remember how kind of Mark went almost out of his way to give you like some solid plot armor?
That I don't agree with. Like, the whole plot armor thing was like, fam, don't do this.
So, like, essentially what I noticed, like, well, so like Jackie can't fucking die at all. Like, so like, were like the stakes towards like me as a player knowing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even if I didn't know, like, if I noticed if this man like survived any fucking encounter, like, we have got Jackie. So what is it? Why do I have to do anything? Like, it pulls me out from the whole thing. The one thing, like, kind of like we also kind of like learn like to deal with like our potential loss of life and like loss of our friends, right? Threat has to be there.
Agreed. Like, I agree with you there.
Like, even if it's a good character, like, it's dying. It's just part of, like, you know...
Mortality is always going to be something that a player needs to fear, and when we eventually got into session 1 of the thing, there was mortality on their line. I took damage, I went low, there wasn't a plot armor, but in the beginning he made me sound like I was a god.
I mean, yeah.
But what the fuck is wrong with this tree? Jesus Christ. Thank you. For Christ's sake.
No, but it happened that like so that particular social, I feel like everything was really fucking goofy. Kind of like what, like it was
I agree with you there. Like it wasn't fair on anyone involved. Like if I had plot armor, everyone should have had plot armor. Like it doesn't make sense even if I was possessed. Like if it made sense with regards to my class, which he could have technically went around with that, because technically the whole thing I was using was the darkness subclass that I had made. If he made it at whilst I'm unpossessed, I'm at a higher level where I technically have actual armor inbuilt to myself. Because basically when you reach like level, I think 13 or something, the Warlock feature allows you to get a additional archetype feat. And this one was basically you get +2 AC when you're in dim light.
Oh, okay. That's a decent meme.
Like it's not overpowered, it's literally specifying in dim light. And he's weak when he's in like bright light. So he literally has to play with the surroundings. If there's a lantern, if there's anything, you have to destroy it, and therefore you're gonna get stronger. Similar to the actual concept of darkness.
No, like my issue with that specific game was like I think Mark was a bit new to the whole like D&D systems. So I had an evocation mage, and I literally could have dabbed on him like that entire fight.
Agreed.
Because evocation mages do that, right?
Yeah.
Like I could have nuked both the vampires easy.
Yeah.
And like all the other rat people.
And then there was the whole problem of, oh, people were semi-metagaming, like, oh, but vampires aren't like this. Remember that bullshit?
Oh yeah.
Remind me, was X person we were talking about in that campaign?
Yep.
Oh yeah, oh god. Yeah, that was one of the less enjoyable parts of that particular campaign. Because I remember going to take a piss, coming back to humongous arguments about vampires, and I'm like, the fuck? Because it's not part of the official vampire lore. I mean, bitch, what do you mean? It's his world, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, this is the whole problem I have with X-Player as well. He has expectations, like you mentioned, but he needs to also take into fucking account your expectations aren't always going to be met, because people run the world they like the way they will. You can just go fuck yourself.
So for instance, the reason I would like them to kind of like these fellows to play with you is because you have a very different style from like DMing the whole thing.
Okay.
Kind of like a different take to it. I would say you tend to be more quote unquote classical DM versus
dickhead DM.
like, well, there's no such thing. It's more like the classical versus what I would say like digital. So classical DM is actual props and more like real life theater versus
digitalization through maps and other forms of media.
Forms, media, voice mods, that kind of stuff.
I attempt to do most of my own fucking voice acting, for Christ's sake. I was studying to be a voice actor for a large majority of my life, so...
Well, yeah, but like, it's voice mod helps, right?
It helps, but I don't like using it.
Not like 90, not spam using it, right? But like in specific situations, it does help.
The only times I literally use tech is for music, just cause music helps me focus. And it's literally just like soft piano before shomuk. Sorry, trying to kill shit for the goddamn monkin bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm gonna go soon enough because I have to go to bed.
That's fine.
But yeah, no, I think like there are two different worlds and you can't really compare them. It's just more like what's your cup of tea? Like what are you?
What are you looking for? What are you expecting?
Yeah, true. So for instance, kind of like my whole burn with like actual right now it's more like the on Thursdays we play Eberron. And that campaign, like everything feels fresh and new.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like you can explore different things you can't in Faerun. That's the Undead lore. And that's like really cool compared to other stuff. But like the most of the campaigns are really cliche, which is fun. It's cute. But I think that, for instance, like the Steam campaign that you run, where it's kind of like this whole like World War II scenario, and we're a bunch of Gulag fighters trying to figure out like what's happening in the high tiers of society, is an interesting concept.
Like that
Not to mention, like,
particular
it's interesting.
campaign setting was one that I genuinely really liked, because I don't really run political games, and I genuinely really love political games. It forced more like a deep dive into society, like the whole example idea behind Drowsing or OG D&D was that they'd have to do a very specific part in society. Like the current campaign that I'm streaming, I have this idea of Drows again, Drows and Mind Flayers, the idea of the Underdark, and it is such, in inverted comma, hot take on it. Because even in OG lore, Drows are always seen as that kind of poor fuckwits of the Forgotten Realm. They're always given a bad rap.
I mean, they're literal godheads fucking them over constantly.
Yeah. Like, as you mentioned in my Steam Arcana campaign, it was now no longer the time of like, oh, the Drows are oppressed, boo fucking who. It was literally, oh, everyone's fucking oppressed. Do something.
Oh yeah, so for instance, the reason I like Shadowrun, so Shadowrun is our world, but then you insert like all the fairy creatures, vampires, trolls, tieflings, elves,
Yeah.
and kind of like how we as both humans and they as elves see them as. So for instance, in Shadowrun, like people say like, oh, elves got everything because you're essentially like an advanced human with no downsides.
Yeah, I
But
get
then
that.
apparently like the society is like really predatorial.
Yeah.
And unless you like accept your place, you get fucked.
Yeah.
So falling there is essentially calling you like a failure, even though like you essentially have to act like Omega royalty and accept whatever role is given upon to you.
I get that. That's interesting. Again, I've heard of Shadowrun prior. I really do eventually want to run it. But time, because again, I'm currently working on my dissertation, and
Yeah.
money, because I have to buy the books, read through them, and just in general look up a lot of things, because each thing is different. Like, Age of Empire is Star Wars. Ironically, I love running Age of Empire, but I don't like Star Wars.
What do you mean Age of Empires?
Age of Empire. It's basically Star Wars D&D. It's literally Star Wars D&D.
Oh shit. Can you be a Jedi? That's edgy.
It's edgy, but it's actually a really cool concept. There's a lot of interesting items and a lot of interesting mechanics compared to, well, a lot of things. And it's...
Alright, let's end this discussion on a high note. Why don't you think Paladin is an OP class?
Clerics are stronger. Paladins, oh lord,
Channel Divinity? Or
Channel Divinity, the ability to change their spells every single night, and the simple fact that, haha, god. They are basically paladins, but better. Like, their fucking Forge Domain clerics are possibly one of the most bullshit things in existence. Change my mind. Hot take, but change my fucking mind.
what's it called? Forge Domain?
Yep.
Let me read this, bro.
Take your time.
Heavy armor. So you get +1 to AC.
Keep reading.
Okay, that's cute. Oh, you just get more AC.
the more you level up. And the ability to basically enhance your equipment. And gain more AC. And enhance
But
your equipment.
it's either +1 to AC or 1 bonus attack to a weapon. It's not both.
Yeah. Now, take that into mind, how difficult it is to actually get +1 AC legally in the game. Legally. I am going to emphasize this again for the people in the back.
No,
Legally.
I'm trying to think.
Do you want me to tell you the only legal ways to fucking get it?
Isn't it Dex?
No.
And then like Shield of Faith or
These are ways you can do it, which specifically are just, yes, these things can basically help you, but you'll also have to spec in a very specific way. With fire...
Blade Song.
Blade Song technically, yes. But again, it's a spell. This one, it's literally there at all times.
Oh, I guess. Okay. So you essentially have an extra shield on top of your shield.
Exactly, and on top of this...
Shield of Faith.
Yeah. On top of this, you're not having to actually wield the shield. You're not having to wield the shield. Keep this in mind, meaning that, oh, you can just dual wield and deal more damage. It's like, what, 2 extra damage? No, that actually really goes a long way. On top of that, okay, let's say, oh, but I don't like running shield. Okay, armor. Armor is stupidly fucking expensive. Like, it is so fucking expensive, and even to just get a ring that gives you +1 costs thousands of gold, and then there's this one which is just like, haha, here, my fucking follower, have basically 3k worth of upgrades for free.
Yeah, true.
It is literally, hands down, the most broken subdomain, because the amount of bullshit they're able to do freely is... No.
I'm gonna hit you with another opinion. I think the strongest cleric domain.
If you say light, I might agree.
No, I was about to say light. It's because so their thing is just enemies around you.
Yeah.
So I've been in a concept where like we're fighting off Durgard and they all go invisible, and I just walk up to them and was like, I use Light of Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn.
But it's only useful in that particular scenario.
I mean, the early nuke that it gives you, so 2d10 at level 2, plus your cleric level, which is, so it's variance from 4 to 22. It for a con saving throw, for a non-spell thing, it's pretty strong.
For what it is strong, but it's not strong as +2 AC.
+2 AC at level 6.
Yeah.
But these fellows get at level 6. Oh, you can use Warding Flare on someone else. Ooh.
It's still not as strong in my personal opinion. AC can mean life and death.
Yeah, true.
Like, I admit, light is strong in certain situations. I mean, technically you can say, but isn't that the same for Forge Cleric? Like, AC versus spells ain't gonna do shit. Yes, but keep in mind, most enemies have to do a melee attack or a ranged attack at some point, or have to discuss a spell which actually has to meet your AC.
Or I'm gonna hit you up. You do like my my bro DM has done. You make a dude that has an attack, a battle master that can literally rip off your armor.
What I typically do, like, I've only done this a few times when people are like really stacked armor-wise and I'm so done with their bullshit. I just like, okay, you entered the cave, a rust monster eats your shit. You no longer have AC. Like, if they don't search for traps and shit like that, I will literally have a rust monster eat their shit. Or, out of nowhere, they're banished and all their gear's taken.
I mean, that's kind of a cop-out. I would just do like deck saving like characters. Like just a bunch of deck saves. Here, have fun.
No, like, I would have them do saves. I'm not that much of a cunt of like, haha, you're dead. No, I'm not that much of a cunt. Like, but if it's someone who's constantly bragging, haha, I can never get hit, haha, ha ha ha. Okay. You're wearing heavy armor and you're trying to stealth. Roll a
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage, you piece of shit.
That's true. Or I mean, there's a bunch of downside to like heavily being a heavy tank that people
Exactly.
don't consider.
Like, example, stealthing in heavy armor is so fucking difficult.
Yeah, that's true. So, so plate is 18 AC plus a shield that's 20, and you get 22, right? AC as a level 6 cleric domain.
Essentially, yeah.
But like, I've been slammed by like 30 something to hit in my game.
Yeah, like, that happens, sure. But the odds of you having to deal with that constantly is low.
Well, that's the thing, right? Heavily homebrew characters that have like plus something to hit, where they hit. Like
Typically, I
it's
end
very
up
likely.
actually giving them like plus more if I know that my team is stacked.
Well, yeah, true, but like the thing is, so for instance, what D&D is really poor with,
Mhm.
if you have one big dude, but you have like 8 conjure animals, like our wolves,
Mhm.
what can the big dude do if
Yeah.
he doesn't have AoE?
Agreed. Like, again, this is the problem example with kobolds. Kobolds typically come in packed. Kobolds can literally tear a level fucking 13 cleric to shreds unless he has AoE. Which, again, if you think outside of the box, is really easy. Just roll a disadvantage and do a wild swing, which is something that not a lot of people know they can do in D&D.
Wait, what do you mean?
In D&D, you can basically take your attack at disadvantage to hit creatures within 5 feet of you, and for each additional creature you roll another disadvantage. So essentially, imagine you're surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9 or 8.
8 technically, because you're the ninth. You roll 8 d20s, all each time you're rolling. You basically calculate for one of them being hit.
So what is it called? Is it wild swing or what?
Wild swing, unless they removed it. I just remember it being a thing.
I think this is 2e.
Is it second edition?
Yeah, I think so. Let me check.
Possibly. Again, like, my knowledge of D&D spans so far back, I don't know what edition is what anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not 5e anymore. So the reason is because this is a mechanic in a ranger now, where he at level 3. Let me check.
I mean, this is the same kind of bullshit, like, in the game that I'm running, my DM gave me Titan Grip, something from 3rd edition. It allows me to dual wield heavy weapons.
I mean, that's a fun thing.
Exactly, it's fun, it's an interesting concept, and at the end of the day, I still have this advantage on my second swing, but it's good. Because it makes sense for my specific character to have that.
So, for instance, like I'm gonna go over this one, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
going
it's fine, it's fine.
after this statement. So, for instance, I would really love to do like a bunch of other crazy shit. A really interesting topic coming from 3.5 that I really disliked because it's a lot of number crunching and it's very gimmicky.
Agreed.
The ability to make a creature into a token, because you consider that a party has killed so many of these creatures that you can literally just like one shot, and you can really like scale up epic fights where you can literally feel like 4 characters can start like 100 of orcs.
Yeah.
Because they have 1 HP, right? And you're just
Yeah.
you're slicing through them. You're just straight up going through them, right?
But they're still going to be consuming your turn because you have to specifically attack this one health token.
Yeah, right. So they're and they have the same attack damage stat. They just have 1 HP.
Agreed.
So that's a cool mechanic. And some of the other things, kind of like how all enemies feel unique, but in D&D they don't.
Yeah.
All like also legendary resistance is some fucked up bullshit. If you ask me.
Yeah, legendary resistance is literally the way for the DM to be like, I see you've come late, so I'm going to specifically pick on you because I am an asshole.
Well, no, but so like I had a whole gripe. I really enjoyed the some concept behind Warlock. Like I think Pact of the Tome with like Aspect of the Moon is cool, where you never sleep. I think Hexblade is cool.
Hexblade is pretty cool in my opinion, but anyway.
But then like, whoa, okay, I use Elder Smite once, and then I use a Divine Smite, and then I'm done for the rest of the game.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
Why don't I get like all my fucking spell slots at level 4?
It's their idea of balancing, and considering, example, warlocks get their shit back at a short rest, you just really need to have the party take into consideration how powerful you are if you take a short rest. Like right now, I'm currently here listening and watching a D&D podcast slash show called High Rollers, where one of the main characters is actually a Hexblade Warlock. And they aren't very combat centric, but the way they have it is, okay, if they ever enter combat, they're gonna, after, if they are safe, take a short rest, so the Warlock has her spells back.
Yeah, so the issue is, for instance, where I'm playing this Warlock, we're in the Ebron campaign, where they're literally like, we're in the Moorland, which is the nuclear blast, if you will, and they're like, the more you rest there, the more your life essence gets sapped.
Yeah. That's not great.
And like there are monsters around every corner. This is like a nuclear this is Fallout, right? You have death claw, like and carcass crabs, as big as like an entire battlefield, like literally out to kill you. So like rationing your spells is highly important, which is like, and my character was like, "You're not worth the spell slot, sorry, dude."
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's gonna reach a point where they can just be like, haha, fuck you to you. Because Big B's tiny hut.
Bigsby's tiny hut? What's that?
Just look at, or Layman's tiny hut, depends what version you're looking at.
Oh no, the morning land goes through that, bro.
Technically, you need to warn a player about that, because inside of...
No. He goes like he even told us, like, you are in a place where like the planes have literally molded into the material plane, or like they're seeping in forcefully because of this event. Magic doesn't work like there's strange events of magic and biology. If you recall, like he gave the warnings, right? And like, you know, sometimes fireball works with flames, sometimes it with acid. You never know until you fireball.
Also, on that note, I'm gonna call it there because we've been saying that for the last half an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm a bounce as well.
Really relaxing talk.
Yeah, well, if you ever want to talk about D&D, legit, if as you've seen, I'm very passionate about the subject, so...
Yeah, same. I'll probably get back to you about if you want to DM more games.
Sure.
Because I'm really thrilled to like play like a game that you DM, just because I'm interested in how you do it.
Also, one thing that I'm going to quickly say, a lot of people find it a turn off with regards to paid for D&D.
I pay for 5 games a week. What do you mean?
Yeah, but like this is something that especially Maltese people are very stingy with regards to games, or so I feel. Or even if it's just a trade. Okay, you're an artist, right? Draw me something in return for my games. Like, literally, so I can use it in my projects and shit like that. I'll even credit you regardless. A lot of people are very stingy about it, and the main reason I charge... I've spent well over, I think, 5k on all my D&D shit. On top of that, you are talking to someone with 14 years of experience. I have the most fucking experience in D&D in Malta, more than likely.
Well, yeah, no, but like, hold on, like, this, like DMing is a service. Money is literally used for like
paying for
exchange
services.
of exchange of goods and services.
Yeah. So
like, I don't like I'm not against it. Like it's up to you. Like if that's what you're charging, that's what you're charging. Like
exactly. I'm literally asking you guys to pay me a tiny bit over minimum wage because it's a skill that not a lot of people have.
No, but like literally putting time away from like some other shit you could do.
Yeah, like actually fucking working.
Yeah, no, like no, I'm told you, like I'm more than in favor to pay you.
Yeah.
And whatever, like, you know, cash flow you think it's available.
Yeah. Like most of the money gets sunk back into it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have to go now. It's super late as fuck.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye.
Take care. It was nice hanging out.
Yeah. Peace, my dude. Alright, I'm gonna call the stream there as well, because Jesus Christ, it's almost 3 in the morning. And I have to wake up for a dissertation meeting tomorrow. And I did not take that into consideration before I streamed and saved up the song. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? I'm also going out tomorrow. Shit, what have I done? I have to be up in a few hours. Good night, everybody. Bye.